think it looks like we're good.
Yeah.
All right. Hello, everyone?
Hello.
Or whoever is here. I have no idea if anyone's here yet.
I hope people are here.
Sound off in the chat if you're here, chat. But yes, welcome to our first official project, students submitted project roast stream. Oh, yep. Okay, we can see chat now. Excellent.
Whoa, great.
Okay, wonderful. Great. Wait, so are we, do they see our screen right now?
No, they're seeing us.
No, they're seeing us? Okay, alright. So I guess a quick introduction of what we're doing today. So, as people watching may or may not know, we've been accepting student submitted projects like SFU SIAT projects.
That's right.
To review. Oh god, my seaweed hair. Oh no.
I think this is the first time I'm seeing it in this.
This in
like,
crisp HD
yes.
seaweed hair. I apologize. I really hope we can fix it one day. But yes. So we've been taking submissions for a while. And while we're still collecting general submissions, and those will be open all the time, anyone listening is welcome to submit any projects, preferably IATs, any SFU projects that you've worked on, anytime, because we'll do future project roast streams. But at the moment, we're trying to work directly with classes and professors at SFU, so that like we can actually facilitate people submitting their projects. And you know what? If anyone whose project we're going to be looking at today is in the chat or is in the stream, don't be scared.
Well, we're nice enough.
It'll be okay. Okay, listen. Think of it like it's like the crit session in class, and your TA is coming around and giving feedback.
This is just a really weird lab.
Yeah.
That's all it is. It's
yeah, just think of it as a really weird lab where your TA has been replaced with anime characters. But yes, for anyone who's new and isn't familiar with us, my name is Mo Faye Ayato, and I'm definitely human. Don't worry about it.
And I'm Faye. I am most certainly human.
Random Meme Boy says, "Is OC hyperfixation a project?"
It could
That's
be.
literally. This is gonna blow your mind, dude. Because if you saw from the thumbnail, so today's focus will actually be character designs. We were working with IAT 380. That's the character design course. Am I allowed to say the professor's name? Yes. Okay. This is the character design course taught by Professor Susan Clements Vivian, and she is awesome. She's the GOAT, and she was very kind to work with us and help us get her students to submit their projects. So I guess without further ado, and this is for. Oh, I forgot we needed to start with our fan names. You know,
Yes.
the shout outs to my Cappudachi.
And to all my interns and possible new hires in chat, let's get working, shall we?
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe we'll be able to scout out some interns for you.
Hopefully.
But yes, okay. So if you've seen the thumbnail that I whipped up earlier today, these things in the background are real character design projects that were submitted today that hopefully we'll get to. So I guess, wait, is our background music on? Because I can't hear it.
We can't hear it.
We can't hear it, which is, I mean, I guess it's fine.
Yeah, it's.
It does help with the vibe, but it's not the worst thing in the world. But yes, we threw everything onto a Figma because, oh my god, I have to say this. He knows. Okay, he knows.
Okay, we're in it for a bit, Chad. Just hold.
Okay, I have to get this off my chest. But all of the images that were sent to us for this character design review course, every single image was a WebP. I'm not even making this up. It's insane. It's Susan, I love you. You're great. But why did it all have to be WebP?
I mean, okay, to be accurate, we had one JPEG, but it was mostly
That's true.
WebPs.
We had one JPEG, which is okay. You know what's the craziest part is that the person who submitted the one JPEG, their other images were WebPs. The first image was the only one that was a JPEG, and it was a title slide. It wasn't even the actual project. Make it make sense. Why? Why WebPs?
There was also a zip file filled with like 12 separate WebPs.
And it was just 10 more WebPs. Pain and agony. And I think, okay, we have a theory. Our pet theory is that, okay, actually, the fact that we had to put this into Canvas, we had to screenshot every picture because of course there's a WebP and you cannot drag WebPs into Figma, which is great. That's why I love WebPs so much. Okay, and yeah, our theory for the reason why every single image became a WebP is because it must have been all the submissions were pulled from Canvas. Like they had the file names. If like it was submitted late, we saw that it had late in the file name, and our guess is that downloading it from Canvas has turned everything into a WebP. So basically, I'm adding Canvas to my list of dislikes. Under WebP. It's like I dislike it, but not quite as much as WebP, but it's definitely getting up there. So yeah.
Right, it's enabling the WebP.
Rant over.
Let's get to some characters, shall we?
Okay, character designs. Let's get into it. Oh yes. We should shout out the artist. Yes. So we've shouted her out every time. Yeah. No, we've used it in a thumbnail before, but we had to change it out. Wait, Euphoria Art says Susan told him to put him in his WebP. She's doing it on purpose. She has to be.
Oh,
Susan, how could you? How could you? I thought we were cool.
Well, that explains the zip file full of WebPs, because I don't think Canvas would do that.
There's no way. She specifically requested it to be WebP. Bro, come on. I don't even know what to say. I feel personally attacked. Like, wow. Is it too late to submit? No, Shiraho. If you're an SFU student, you can submit your projects literally anytime.
Yes.
The next stream technician, can you put the link in the chat and pin that?
Yes. It won't be for this stream, but for the next one.
Yes.
But anyway, artist shout out.
Oh, yes. Actually, she's in the chat. She actually was one of the people that confirmed the source. Confirmed the fact that Susan specifically requested the submissions to be WebPs. Ria, thank you so much for this beautiful, beautiful artwork. All of your art. We're slowly rolling them out and revealing them. But yes, Ria was the one who drew us for our thumbnails, and we will try and use it more often. We do plan to do more project roasts in the future, like next week, maybe, or the week after. But yes, now that the semester's over, we have lots of projects to look at. All right, shall we get started? No more WebP rant, although I might have to have a word with Susan after this, because, wow. Wow.
Anyway.
Okay, let's get started. I guess we could start with this one. This one's the one at the top.
Let's
zoom in, enhance.
Okay.
So this is by a student named Taipei, and this character's name is Chunge. And
the project. Yes, we should explain the project.
Stream technician. Yes. So sorry. We need to talk about what this project, what these submissions are, like what the actual project is. What is the brief? Well, we have the brief right here. As you can see, it's individual portfolio projects character design. And so most people had to submit like a PDF, I think. Or
yes.
We didn't get all the PDFs, but some people did submit their PDFs. And I guess it includes like the overarching story that the character is set in. So I guess that gives context for like their background and the setting. Character overview, character design appearance, character design plan. Let's be real. We're all here for the character design artwork. Oh, we should specify. This is not an art class. It's a character design class, which is like related, tangential. But we're not going to be here roasting the quality of art or the art skills of people on display. I might give compliments if I think that the art is really pretty. But that's like separate from the critique, that's separate from the roast. I will not be saying anything mean about people's art. That would be very mean. And I'm not like that. But yes, anything else? Let's see. Show character in an action pose, 1 or 2 expressions, psychic or prop. I think the main thing, like not everyone submitted all of these, so I guess we'll just
so we're going to be seeing a character and a couple poses with maybe a sidekick, maybe a prop, a bit of their story, and how all that relates together. I'm just going to go in and say character design is not necessarily my passion, but writing is. So I'm probably going to be going into it more from that perspective.
True.
So
True.
that's just me.
Okay. All right. Let's get started. It does say all organized into a PDF, and not everyone submitted a PDF. But that's okay. We'll work with what we got. Okay. Back to the first one. So this is Chengge. I'm pretty sure I'm saying that right because I know Chinese. This person was very kind to provide actually a pronunciation guide, but yes, this person's name is Chengge.
All right. First impressions. What do we think?
First impressions. Oh yes. Also, the artist is on Instagram. Shout outs to Yuki.onna on Instagram. First impressions, just from looking at this, it's giving Twelly. Like the world ends with you.
Oh, okay. Yeah. No, I see it.
Maybe it's the phone. It could be the phone.
Yeah.
But honestly, I think it's pretty cool. I think it's cool.
I'm trying to discern what that is on the hip. Is that like a hammer of some kind?
A tool of some kind. It's interesting to me that the phone is folded on the shirt also.
True.
That's quite unique. I like that. It's definitely a unique point. But in terms of overall okay, first thing that stands out to me is like the action pose that was chosen here is pretty good. I approve. It's a unique pose. It immediately communicates that like, oh, this person's like active.
Yeah.
Like they're probably running around doing stuff like actiony stuff. This isn't like a serious drama or a comedy or something. It seems to be like an action series. So that's my first impressions. Yours?
I mean, kind of building on that. Just I'm going more off the expression here. This is obviously mid action scene, but it's not at all strenuous for this guy. Right?
Oh yeah.
Like,
oh yeah. True.
Like
he's chilling.
Yeah. This is his 9 to 5. Like he can do this all day.
Another day.
Yeah.
It's all good. My ankle. Don't worry about it. All right, well, let's find out more about this character. There's a lot of PDFs with like 15 plus pages, so we're not gonna read every single thing, but we'll probably skim, just to get enough context, I guess. Okay, character overview of Chengge. Logline. After discovering a strange phone connecting him to the supernatural world, a cunning and charismatic haunted house owner must outwit vengeful ghosts and complete dangerous missions to uncover the truth about his parents' disappearance before he becomes a ghost himself.
Okay.
Okay, Mr. Storyman, what are your thoughts on this logline?
No, it gets everything across. Like we've got, person, we've got location, we got stakes, which is most important part.
True. It's one sentence.
Yeah, it's one. Oh wow, it is one sentence.
Long sentence, granted, but it is one sentence.
Yeah, no, it does the trick. I approve.
Okay, yeah, I think it's a pretty interesting premise. I mean, haunted house owners, that's not a type of character you see in any media very often.
I think you do see haunted house owners, but they're more often than not like they're purely the victims of said haunted house.
Ah, true.
Right? It's like average white suburban family moves into haunted house and is hunted down by ghost.
True. Interesting. All right, archetype, the rogue with a heart of gold. He is cunning and tricks people, but he has a strong sense of responsibility and justice. I mean, good for him. Okay.
I mean, I'm a little curious in saying how he tricks people into going into his haunted house, but then also prevents regular people from being attacked by, like,
True.
Is there a motive? I'm curious.
Yeah, I guess we don't know how he tricks people into... charismatic but manipulative personality.
Yeah,
this man...
That tracks. The face tracks.
He's a Sigma male.
There had to be some other way of phrasing.
He's a listen, charisma but manipulative, and is making money off tricking people into going to his haunted house. I mean, bro, that's a Sigma male. He's got that Eren Yeager hair.
Oh, he kind of does.
In a good way. I think I like his hair better than Eren Yeager, but
True.
I've got to look at more angles. So let's find out more. Okay, so he starts off closed off and manipulative, shaped by years of isolation, emotional suppression, and then he does more missions, and then he confronts his past, and his cunning exterior softens. Ooh. Strengths, charismatic, intelligent. Okay, cool. Cool. Design, plant, animation. Okay, appearance. the visuals speak for themselves, so I'll skip over that.
Yeah.
Design plan animation. Oh, this is literally for like if this would be animated.
Oh,
I
so
think.
this was a character design with the intent of it being animated.
Cool, cool.
Okay.
Okay. Let's see. Mood boards, color palettes. This is feeling very. This is horror-y for sure.
Yeah.
Definitely. The colors are really striking though. I approve. The red, the dark red, and this green, the complementing colors, very cool, very scary. It also okay. In a weird way, it reminds me of like Chinese horror culture, like you know the jumping zombies.
Like the
jiangshi.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, that's Japanese, but
Yes. That's how I know him. I'm sorry.
yeah. But yeah, it reminds me of that. Like the color palette reminds me of that.
Yeah, I mean, like this sort of like neon diluted red green is a lot more common in Asian horror.
Oh
I
yeah.
find.
Yeah,
So,
yeah. The color grading reminds me of like Wong Kar-wai, I guess.
Mhm.
Kind of. It's this green that's very popular. Okay, expressions and facial features. We're seeing lots of narrow eyes, which I mean, I guess tracks because of the whole cunning thing.
Mhm.
He's manipulative.
More fox features, I guess,
fox
if we're
features.
being a bit archetypical.
True. Ew. Sigma hair.
Sigma hair. Messy because he doesn't go to salons. Okay, that's character.
Wait, is that what it says?
Yeah, that's character trait showing up in design. So that's I respect it. I like details like that.
I like that. I like that it's justified in character. Okay. Wow, we've even got details on hands. That's really cool. Like the Sigma structure.
Sigma.
The hand veins.
You cannot get Sigma as an adjective.
You can't stop me.
Oh my
Sigma
God.
toilet.
What?
Like skipping.
No, I get it. I'm just more in disbelief.
No, anyway, sorry, we're getting off topic. I think there's a lot of like these mood boards really kind of like they effectively communicate the vibes. Like it's definitely feeling like gritty suspense thriller type story, and I think that the character design really effectively communicates that.
I want to see the. I'm being a weapons nerd here. I want to see the hammer.
Oh yeah, you want to see the hammer? Okay, here, enhance.
Okay.
My first thought is that I love this little kink in the handle because that's like such a unique thing. That also, I'm gonna say this a lot. Silhouette, guys. I know it's a bit of a meme, like it's a bit of an overplayed trope in like talking about character design, but like, and obviously, I think that like super exaggerated silhouettes, that's great and all, but it doesn't work for every art style. But I still think about like if you can make your character unique, like just by the shape, I think that that's a really strong selling point. And this weird looking. This weirdly shaped hammer is actually really good in that department. So
yeah.
Props for that.
Like, I think it mentioned a couple pages ago that he makes his own, like, props weapons. Which is hence the rough hands and everything.
Right.
So, like, as an actual hammer, the efficacy of this thing is probably very low. But this is the kind of guy that doesn't really care about that.
That's
right?
true. If it works, it works.
Yeah, and, like, he makes the weapon, he can repair it, it's...
Overall design seems like a main
sense.
character. Outfit could be iterated more. Anatomy could be improved. I mean, this is a pretty strong first design, honestly.
Yeah.
Also, okay, I was skimming through this earlier, and like some of these alternate outfits, they would be slaying. Like this one is like it's got the V-shape like silhouette going on, like the top heavy, slim on the bottom. But even like these other ones that are more bottom heavy would be really cool. So. But references for how to belts my beloved.
Yeah, that makes sense. That makes a lot of sense.
Kingdom Hearts, add more belts.
Add more belts, add more zippers, immediately
Literally,
more powerful character.
Peak design. That's peak design right there. Okay. Tattered shoes, running shoes, flip phones. Yep.
Also, just as a comment, I find flip phones a much cooler prop than smartphones.
So true.
They
have so much more character.
Yeah, well, it's just how like the tactile of flicking it open, I think.
So true.
Right? It leads to a lot of very good character moments.
Also, oh no, I hope they didn't redesign the hammer to be a more boring hammer.
I think it is a little bit more straight.
Oh man, but it was so cool like this. Okay.
Well, I guess they went for more efficacy here.
I guess they did. Do kids these days know what a flip phone is? They better.
I hope so.
I feel like they're coming more in vogue, you know?
Yeah.
Final character. There he is.
There.
Oh no, his hammer did get normalified. Oh man, that's a bummer. It was really cool before. I liked the big hammer before with the kink in the handle. I think that was really cool. And I'm kind of sad that it's gone. But what do you think of the clothes? Like the change in clothes?
What was the original?
I mean, it's pretty similar.
Yeah, it's...
Except this guy, okay, this outfit is like, it's literally just a guy, like on the street.
True.
Like he's just some dude.
That's a guy with a hammer.
This one makes him feel at least a little bit more, like, it's because the jacket's longer.
I also think it's like the belt's visible.
Yeah, the belt. Yeah. The belt. So true, the belt. Prop, the flip phone. We love to see it. And the rendered art. Very cool. And yes, the art is quite good. Remember to follow this artist on Instagram at scroll all the way back to start. Yuki.onna. Okay. Is there anything else? The rendered and the final artwork. Very dark. Design explanation. Wears an old tattered white shirt that's too small for him that he patched up himself. I see.
So this very hands-on guy, as we're finding.
I will say that, like, I think the tatteredness doesn't quite come across. Like, yes, his shirt is like this, but it's like the rest of him is pretty well put together.
Yeah, this sounds weird to say about someone else's character. I want to see him beat up a little bit.
Yeah, no, you're right. You're actually 100% right. He's too well put together and clean for like the type of character he is. I feel like a little more scruff, a little more roughed around the edges. I don't know. Personally, I think that this could have benefited with like a huge flowing jacket, like a tattered jacket. But I mean, it's pretty solid as is. I think that the outfit could probably be pushed a bit more to be more emblematic of this character, like with the traits that he has, because it still feels too much like that's just a guy. Like that's just a guy's clothes.
Okay, it's like, I think to escape the just a guy allegations, if we could like rotate him 90 degrees and make him superhero landing on a wall or something. Like,
rotate him 90 degrees.
Well, it's what the pose is to me. Yeah. Like it's one of those weird haunted houses where the gravity is all whack. And
I mean, he's kind of, you know what? He is kind of giving like Spider-Man here.
Yeah.
Get rotated, idiot.
Okay, but to summarize, we like it.
It's very solid. I personally do prefer the weapon from the initial design over the final version. Just my opinion. I feel like it has a stronger silhouette and it's quite unique in its shape, and that uniqueness is always good.
Yeah. I also think, like, okay, again, this is me being a weapons nerd. Like, the smaller, more compact hammer in the final makes sense, right, for what this person is. But there is something satisfying about this one and just kind of slugging
bigger hammer. Yeah, sledgehammer vibes. I do agree. And that's not me being biased as like a Monster Hunter hammer main.
Oh, right.
I just freaking big weapon is on normal or small person is super satisfying. But yeah, I guess thank you so much to Taipei for your submission. This is very cool. Okay. This might be like my favorite one.
Yeah, this one was pretty cool.
One of the coolest ones of just on concept. Altair.
Altair or Altair? One or the other.
I'm gonna stick with Altair. It feels right.
Altair.
Yeah. First impressions. Do you want to go first?
Yeah.
I have thoughts.
I have thoughts too. This is like, I think my immediate recognition of this was like if Hollow Knight met the circus level from Nier Automata specifically.
I've not played Nier, but maybe I should.
You've not. It's a great game.
But yeah, I also got Hollow Knight vibes from this. Same.
Yeah, it's cool. I mean, if we're talking about silhouette, this is
good.
They're nice.
I think it's really carried. So like the silhouette is okay. There's two aspects to this. One is that I actually want to comment on the axe separately.
Yes,
because,
I have thoughts about this too.
Yeah, we'll talk about it separately. So I'll just talk about the character itself. But like this hair thing that they've got going on for their body is really unique. That is so cool.
I think that's more like shadow. No?
I don't know. It was kind of giving me hair.
Yeah, okay, I can see it.
Whatever it is, if it's shadow or if it's hair, whatever it is, it's very different, and that's really cool. And it makes for very fun. It makes for very fun poses, and it makes for a fun silhouette. So big fan of that. And also like the whole design of like the horns and the mask and the chains, it's super cool. It's got like that dark fantasy vibe, and it's awesome.
I also think like the asymmetrical skirt tunic bit.
Oh,
that's,
yeah,
like,
yeah.
It's a nice detail. I think partially it reveals the axe a bit better, which is also a nice touch.
True. And also, I guess my last point is colors. Really good job of like cohesive color scheme, but then using like the red and yellow to really pop like at the certain points, like here and up here. I think that's really good. Just very, very cohesive overall. All right. Also, I do not know this character's gender or pronouns.
Oh, I mean, they refer the person who made this refers to Altair as it a lot.
It, got it.
So I'm assuming
Creature.
Creature.
Like, I'm a creature. Okay, expressions. Ooh, I like this.
Yeah, that's.
I like that.
Something about
It's like a
losing
Joker's
highlight.
mask.
Yeah.
Ooh, that's cool. But surprisingly expressive for
Yeah,
only
no,
eyes.
a lot of expression in what is really a blank face. But...
Yeah, respect, very cool. Since it's wearing a mask, it relies on the eyeline. Yes, and body language. Yep, totally makes sense. Very cool.
Yeah,
Okay, the axe.
The axe.
I love it.
Mm-hmm.
It's got such a unique like shape and silhouette. Like you could just make a basic axe. For me, the standout point is the choice to make this like floating and separated. It immediately communicates, 1, magic, and 2, it's different.
Yes. Okay. My thoughts on this. So, again, this is me being a nerd, but first and foremost, battle axes and great axes aren't actually good weapons, really. Like, they're...
Rule of cool, man.
Well, no, I respect rule of cool, but, like, the first, to keep in mind, battle axes are like very cumbersome and hard to use, but the detail that gets me is the blade extending a bit down to the handle, right?
True.
Normally you avoid that because you can cut yourself and everything, right?
Yes.
But could we go to the action pose actually?
The action pose is right next to it.
Right, but you see Altair here is holding it right up at that point, and I'm assuming because their body isn't that physical, they don't really have to care about that.
True. Oh, that's true. They're not made of flesh.
Right? So it's like, it's a weapon that suits its user very well, both in terms of design and functionality, which I respect quite a bit.
Like, guys, this is hard to roast. Like, these are too good.
Mm-hmm.
I know that's like a cliche to say, but it really is.
I guess the one detail, if I'm being nitpicky, is how does the axe fit in the holster on the back there?
Oh. I mean, it seems like they just slot it through like from the bottom and it just goes all the way through, right?
I guess so, but blade down, right?
Blade down?
Or
I thought blade up.
Well, no, because look in the standing, blade down.
Oh shoot, you're right.
Magic, I'm assuming.
Yeah, magic. I mean,
Yeah.
the same way this thing is floating without being attached, magic. But this is so cool. I do wish it was maybe a little more dynamic, but I like how it's turned away and looking like over the shoulder makes it feel a little more sinister. Okay.
Also noticing the blade in the action pose is a bit chipped here and there.
Oh yes. I love chipped blades.
Yeah, nice
chipped
touch.
giant axe with visible chips in it, my beloved. But yes, really nice. Also, I like the rendering on this. Simple, but it's really effective. Very cool, very cool. Okay. Backstory. WebP jokes write themselves, Ant says. Yeah, I'm gonna be talking to Susan about that. We're gonna have some words.
You're not over that.
You know how long we have to spend like screenshotting every WebP
I
to
mean,
put it
yes,
here?
I was there.
Yes. You had frustrations with WebP. You're starting to understand hands-on.
Okay, that was less frustration with WebP, but more the fact that there were 12 separate WebPs in a zip file.
Oh, okay. Logline for Altair. A creature sculpted from shadows is recruited by a traveling circus to guard its performers from unseen threats, but as it lurks in the periphery, it begins to unravel the mystery of the life it lost. All right, Mr. Storyman, thoughts?
Interesting. Okay. First part's good. right? Creature sculpted from shadows, origin, recruited by traveling circus, inciting incident, guard as performers, motive, unseen threats, stakes. This last bit, the unravel the mystery of life it lost. I'm assuming this was like
the shadows.
Yeah, is like a spirit or something that once had a different life. And that detail is very crucial. However, perhaps it either needed another sentence to be expanded upon or just maybe dropped from logline. I don't know.
I agree.
Yeah.
Something's missing from this logline. I feel like that
Mhm.
it might be the stakes.
Yeah.
I guess there's unseen threats. It's a bit vague.
Yeah, well, I guess it's like we're getting a bit vague in what are the unseen threats and what exactly is meant by the life it lost, right?
Yeah.
There's two angles we're missing a little bit. Like, I still get it, right? It still conveys,
Yeah.
but just a little bit of info would
Yeah,
have been nice.
yeah, it's a little too vague, like with everything. Oh, gender ambiguous. Well, there you
Ambiguous.
go.
That-
Age
yeah.
unknown, neither man nor beast.
Formed from shadow.
His theme song is like a Linkin Park. It's
What?
not. It's not. He's edgy.
Hey,
Sorry, it's
okay.
edgy. Or it's like Creep by Radiohead.
Whoever made Altair, if you're in chat, you can like confirm or debunk anything she's saying.
It's just the vibes. Okay. Okay. We can go through backstory, I guess.
Sure,
skim
why not?
through it.
I'm interested.
Born from darkness in the depths of the forgotten woods, Altair was a creature sculpted from shadows, feared as a living nightmare. Oh. With glowing eyes and the ability to take the form of one's worst fears, it was a silent wraith watching from the edges of the world. Hector Bowen, master of the... Oh, man. Is that French?
Cirque de
Cirque
Revis.
de
Revis.
Revis. Okay.
That's...
Sought it out after hearing rumors of its abilities. He needed a guardian, someone, or something
Ravens.
that could protect the circus from the dangers lurking beyond its illusions. Okay. But Altair never left the forest, nor had it ever served another. It was only when Bowen used magic to reveal glimpses of a forgotten past, an oath of betrayal that Altair felt compelled to follow, hoping the circus might hold a key to what it lost. Now, Altair moves among the performers, a silent figure wrapped in disguise, always watching. It does not speak, only acts, blocking those who try to pry too deeply, warding off threats before they arise, and ensuring the circus remains untouched by harm. Some believe it is a forgotten magician's creation, others say it belongs to the night itself. Whatever the truth may be, Altair's purpose is clear: to guard the circus, I'm not saying that, in the process, uncover the pieces of its own past. Alright, Mr. Storyman, what are your thoughts?
Okay, so again, what this tells me is even we don't know what the past exactly is yet, right?
Mhm.
It makes sense. It's it's a lot of inciting incident, if that makes sense.
Yeah, I feel the same way. I'm
Right?
kind of lacking the...
Well, to be fair, this is backstory, so I'm
That's true.
prior to events of the main thing, right?
That's true.
But even then, it's... I mean, I appreciate lore. I will never complain about that.
Okay.
I want juice.
Susan is in the chat. Hi, Susan.
Oh,
We will have words. WebP was a grammar issue. I asked format, and the first answer was PNG, and the second one was no WebP, to which I interpreted as PNG is incorrect. Sorry. Oh my goodness. So I'm guessing, wow. So that wasn't a mistake on your end. That was a mistake on our end. I'm looking at pedestrian technician.
I take no part in this blame game. I'm
Interesting. Very interesting. Well, just for future reference, we will have a few words after this.
Oh no.
But okay, thank you for the clarification, Susan. Also, hi, welcome to the stream.
We love you, Susan.
But yes, for future reference, for any professor, I got it. No WebP. Thank you. Anyone who needs to do anything with any images or pictures or files that are submitted will thank you in the future. Our lives will be easier, I promise.
No, bad. And also no, bad.
I cannot believe. I can't. I can't believe it turned out this way. No, WebP is not. I'm just thinking about all the students who saw this and were like, damn, I'm gonna have to go to easygif.com and convert my PNGs into WebPs. That's crazy. I'm just okay. I can't go down the WebP rabbit hole again. I can't.
I think your seaweed hair gets more intense every time you mention webpies.
Okay.
Anyway, let's back
Blood
on
pressure, back down.
track. Calm.
Calm. Remove. Think happy thoughts. Think PNGs, JPEGs, and that's about it, really. That's yes. WebP is op. WebP is my op. We will be enemies forever, forevermore. Okay. Anyways, so we talked about the backstory of Altair. Very cool. A little on the vague side overall. It is the backstory, but yes. Okay. We probably can skip over this because we can look at the design. Mood boards. Whoa. Oh my gosh, I've seen this one.
So yeah, shadow.
Yeah. That's cool.
Very cool.
Scary. A little spooky. This guy's not scary, he's chill.
Legs being more furry, similar to a goat's leg. Huh.
So it is hair. I was right.
Well, crap, it's shadow hair. We were both right.
Okay, sure. Yeah, sure. Very cool. Outfits. We've got a lot of cloaks. That makes sense given the fantasy-ish setting. I think that's totally fair.
Yeah. A bit of like a Harlequino thing going on.
Shoutouts to the asymmetrical custom mega unique silhouette.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
We were right to call that.
Yeah. But yeah, I definitely see the inspiration. Like, okay, this one's probably like the clearest, but I definitely I feel the vibe. It's that dark fantasy vibe. World building. Oh, this is
the circus stuff. Yeah.
This is the circus stuff. I see. Interesting.
Very.
I've seen like spirals and like hypnotic patterns being like a recurring thing.
I guess that's kind of what happens when you try to go for like a more creepy circus vibe.
True. It's giving Tim Burton.
This specific page, the mood board, yes.
Yeah. Like I feel like that combined with like the creepy elements is giving Tim Burton. But the final art is definitely like the style is like its own thing, which I respect deeply.
Burton wouldn't do that. Let's put it that
Goodness,
way.
no.
Yeah.
Ooh, I love these. Rough sketches. Fun. Okay, yes, the jester feel for like that was previously here. Oh my god, wait. Before I talk about that, hello, these silhouettes, these shapes. I love them.
A lot of these even early passes. Like I'm a fan of the snake looking one there.
This guy?
Yeah.
His face looks a little like a Cthulhu from
does, yeah.
Futurama. Or wait, what's his name? Zoidberg?
Zoidberg?
Yeah. That guy with the tentacle mouth. But yeah, these are just such great, like, guys, this is the kind of thing you should be doing when you're doing like character design, like just roughing out ideas. Shapes are your friend.
Yep.
Even if you're not going for like exaggerating proportions like these and you're going for like, let's say like a human, you can still experiment with shapes like these and use that to inform, like if you're doing clothing design, play with shapes.
Yeah, like
have fun with it.
Like everyone, hear me out. If all else fails, triangles. Triangles are your friend.
Yeah, I mean they're better than rectangles for everything. I think so. But yeah, I mean, you can see like there's like a diamond here. Like this also has like a diamond shape, and this has like a tall triangle-ish shape. It's great. It is awesome, and I love it.
Though I am looking at these iterations, and we're kind of ping-ponging between like jester, demon, sort of like executioner.
Yeah, lich.
Oh yeah,
Knight.
A bit of lich in that one.
Is it lich? It's lich, right?
Lich, lich.
Yes. Lich. Yes. Yeah, and a lot of these are kind of giving me like the vibe of like a golem. But the final design has really moved away from that.
I mean, okay, if we're being if we're being lenient about the definition of a golem, the backstory does describe one.
Oh, I guess like a shadow golem.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, cool. I like this one with the tail. Like me. But yeah, really cool. Like honestly, all of these would have been dope monster designs, like in and of themselves. It's awesome.
Like if you told me these were all NPCs from the same game, like I would believe you.
Yeah, that'd be awesome. That'd be sick. Oh, this one. It's like an owl.
Yeah, a bit more animal-esque.
Yes. The antlers. Oh, I love the antlers. And the like, okay, these are just sick. I'm sorry, I'm like repeating myself, but every single one of these like quote unquote low effort doodles are actually awesome in their own right. So that's really awesome. I just said awesome twice. I'm running out of positive words to say.
You really get into the limits of your vocabulary here.
No, don't bully me just because your brain is big.
Not my intention. Yeah, we are on 2 projects.
Oh man, these are okay. To be fair, okay, Madame's Dream Tactician is like you're only 2 projects in, but like listen, these are like some of the strongest ones out of like the whole bunch. Like the PDFs are so in depth and detailed, and like some people just didn't submit any PDFs, which is fine. You know, if they don't want us to look at their process document or whatever, that's okay. But I just love looking at like these ideation sketches. They're so fun. The thought process behind it, you can really see it. Oh, look at all these antlers. Whoa, those are weird. Sorry, I'm not a fan of these ones.
Well, I mean, they didn't make it to the final, so.
That's true. This one would have been cool. Asymmetrical antlers. But, ooh, weapons.
Yeah, axe iteration is nice.
Ooh. Check mark. I agree. This is the coolest one.
It's interesting because like that's one of the only double-bladed ones there.
It is. You're right. And this scythe one would have been dope. And that's just a normal axe.
It is an axe.
Me when I chop trees. But yeah. Oh man. Like these are very gestury. Oh, but the animal ones though.
Okay.
The goat one. I love it. Like the goat with the broken horns.
I get that the number 10 is supposed to be Harlequino, but like I see Deadpool. And only Deadpool.
Okay. Oh man, even the sketch is cool. Oh. And then this was the feedback that they got. Longer legs. Yeah, I guess. Axe angle needs fixing. Yeah, true. See? Look at them shapes. Look at them shapes.
Triangles.
Triangles. And they're like asymmetrical triangles too, which is great. Oh man. Honestly, this person's obviously like a very talented artist, and this is gret.
Yeah.
I have very few notes, very little to roast. It's too good.
Yeah, no, I'm running out of words.
Okay, if I had to say anything, it's that the dark colors like around the body area, it all melts together quite a bit. Specifically, it's like the hands are like very difficult to see. I wonder if there's a way to like bump the contrast with the colors. Like I would consider making some colors like this skirt color a little bit lighter. Just so that the hands pop out more, because like right now you could miss them very easily at a glance.
I'm also kind of noticing that the hands don't quite have the shadowy texture, the horns.
Oh yeah, they're like normal. they're just
yeah. So like maybe a bit of that would have helped.
That's true.
Yeah,
that is true. But yes, big fan. Very little to roast about it, really. Very cool.
Very
Thank you very much to Jessica/Aurel. I wasn't sure which name was the right name. I think it's Aurel. But yes, Altair is very cool. Okay, this one's another long one, another hardcore,
detailed one.
Very detailed one. First impressions.
Mafia.
Yeah. I think I remember seeing this and I was like, is that a Yakuza character?
Yeah.
But it is Yakuza characters. Just he's Russian.
Yeah. Well, I mean, Yakuza hasn't dipped its feet into the Russian mob yet, but it could.
Fanart Stream Technician says.
Oh, okay. We've been told not to. just for context, we have a little teleprompter in front of us.
Yeah, she types messages to us if we need to make any changes on the fly. She said something that was pretty mean. It was funny though. I think we should say it.
We'll remember.
I'll rephrase it. I wonder why they chose a brown color for this splattery style background.
I mean, I'm assuming it's more dried
like
blood.
Dried blood.
Also, the color of the handkerchief in the pocket is similar.
That's true. But yeah, I don't know. I think like a dark red would have been more effective than a dark brown. That's all. That's all I'll say.
Still solid, strong
Very
looking
cool.
guy.
The freaking the cane, the cane sword is always awesome. Oh no!
I'm just trying to judge how long that blade is.
What's the length of the cane? No, he's in the middle of pulling it out.
Well, yeah, no, but I guess it's just like that's a long cane.
Is it?
If we're considering there's a blade in there, and then that's how much we're seeing, for a guy of his stature, that's a big sword.
I guess so. I guess so. All right. My first impressions, I already said, Yakuza character, positive. / pause.
Yeah.
There's enough like unique characteristics to set it apart from the average Yakuza character. I'm a big fan of the details, like this snake and this little mysterious necklace.
Isn't that like an Orthodox cross? Or
could be. I don't know. To me, it looks like one of your runes.
Kind of does, yeah.
But it's like this little snake, for example, really pops. All the bits of gold really pop, and that works very well as an accent. So good job.
Yeah.
Okay. His name is Viggo Tarasov.
Russian crime lord and former
mentor to John Wick. Oh my base.
Okay, that's
base.
Maybe he's allowed to wield a sword that big.
He's of course. Hello. He's a crime lord and a mentor of that's 100%. Ruthless and strategic. Yeah, that tracks. Emotionally blinded. Unwavering loyalty to his reckless son Joseph. Is that how it's pronounced?
I am assuming. I'm assuming it's a form of Joseph, right?
Yeah, must be. But with an I. Goals: keep his criminal empire intact and protect his son. He wants to preserve his power and wealth. He believes he can reason with or outsmart John Wick.
Oh no, that's not a bet you're winning, my friend.
Deep down, John is unstoppable. Oh man.
So wait. Is this a John Wick off?
I mean, who knows? Okay, hold on. Where's the backstory?
I think, yeah, and then down into logline and character arc. There we go.
Okay, logline. Do you want to read it this time?
In a world ruled by the unspoken laws of the criminal underworld, a ruthless Russian crime lord struggles to maintain his empire when his reckless son ignites a war with the legendary assassin, forcing him to choose between loyalty to his family and survival.
The legendary assassin is John Wick, right?
Yes.
You know what? I deeply, deeply respect this who's this person? We need to shout you out. Judy? Props for basically writing a John Wick fan fiction for your project.
Yeah,
10 out of 10. Big props. I respect you.
We were expecting to see like a Sonic OC going into this, but I guess we saw a John Wick OC.
And that's awesome.
Yeah, no,
we
it's
love
cool
to see it. The John Wick fans, where are they? Well, that's.
I actually haven't seen a single John Wick movie.
I actually haven't either.
Really?
Yeah.
On the watch list now, I guess.
I don't know. Like, I've watched like maybe one Fast and Furious movie.
Which one?
7.
Yeah, that makes sense.
I think it was 7. It might have. No, it was 7. Yeah. That's a bit. Okay, brief overview. Viggo Tarasov rose from a brutal, impoverished childhood in post-Soviet Russia. Post-Soviet. It's like recent, right?
Yeah, well, I mean, post-Soviet would be after the end of the Second World War. Right?
That's recent-ish.
Fairly. Given his age, yes.
Yes. Okay. He built an empire in New York's criminal underworld. Interesting. Strategic alliances, bribery, unshakable reputation for keeping his word. This guy sounds pretty. He sounds pretty like chill.
Yeah.
Like bribery is the biggest crime here so far.
Well, I mean, he has John Wick as a lethal enforcer, so I'm assuming there was a bit more than bribery going on.
True. Me when I lethally enforce.
Whatever that means.
He becomes sentimental about his son, blind to the fact that his heir lacks the strength and discipline needed to lead. Okay, starts as OCS.
Well, I mean, yeah, lacks the discipline to not go start a crime war with John Wick.
True. Hey, the symbol.
Ah, yeah.
Okay.
It is an Orthodox cross, kind of.
Old world Russia. And Orthodox cross.
So it's a mix of those. Okay, yeah,
Seems.
that makes sense.
Cool. Short hair, buzz cut. Yeah, that tracks.
Yeah.
These all track.
Did he have any cigars on it?
I think he... No.
Hmm.
He's kind of foxy.
Yeah, it's the eyebrows.
It's the beard for me.
Oh yeah, no, true. That's right.
You know what, Foxy Grandpa? I'm down.
Foxy Grandpa Crime Lord.
Foxy Grandpa Crime Lord. I can't say no to that. Smoking's bad.
Thank you, Long.
Okay, but like if Foxy Crime Lord Grandpa was smoking, like I wouldn't say no.
She said it, not me.
Thumbnails. Ooh, look at those shapes.
Yeah.
Nice. Ooh, I like this pose. These are nice pose. This is a nice pose.
Yeah, it's more like
He's smoking.
I hate that I can't say this without it having another connotation now. But this pose specifically in the early iteration reads more goon than boss. Like, do you know what I mean?
Which one? This one?
Yes, that's more like a street level bruiser.
No, bro. No. That's giving boss, in my opinion. Like this guy's a goon.
Okay, no, that's fair.
Goons in chat. Hey,
please,
hey, boss.
I'm regretting saying that.
No, I'm not gonna follow that thought. I did have thoughts about this. I am a bit sad that these kind of these sharp angles, did not make it into the final design because they're foxy. But like they're sharp, and I feel like that's a good way to reflect like his sharp edge. Like he's evil, but he's also like quick on the draw. He's like sharp-witted. Also this, yeah.
I mean, to be fair, those angles make him look like considerably younger too.
True. No, these are experimenting with different face shapes. Yeah, this second one, very Doctor Strange.
That's one way to put it.
Like evil but like not necessarily like truly supervillain. I don't know. I think that these could have been really cool in the final product, but that's okay. Yo,
big guy.
Big. Absolute units. See, like now these guys feel more like the goons.
Yeah, a little bit.
They feel less like boss. Wide brim hat.
I mean that specific angle though with the hat.
This one?
Yeah.
Is giving goon?
That's giving boss.
That's giving boss. True. Yeah. Personally, okay, I realize that this is the second time I'm saying this, but like long coats, guys. Like Faye's actually.
Yeah.
Like but I think that really adds to the aura farming.
So are you saying I have aura?
No.
Thanks. Okay. Thought I'd ask.
Taking that back. Goon.
Yeah.
Goon, for sure. This one's actually kind of giving boss. But like this squatting is like guy smoke. Yes, it is. Yankee? Or like that delinquent.
Very risky in this one.
True, that is true. The Slavic squat. That is true. Long coat spotted. See, it has more aura already.
Mm-hmm.
Initial submission. Oh my god, the Slavic squat.
Yeah.
Okay, for Viga's design, I want to balance his commanding presence with a grounded, almost predatory energy. I chose a squatting pose to show that he's not just a distant ruler. He's a Slav. He's alert, calculating, and ready to act. Interesting. Okay, I will say, I agree that it definitely sets him apart from the typical seated crime lord.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's giving goon.
I like this reads to me as a younger version of the final that we saw. Right?
Mm-hmm.
Like,
I mean, for a start, he has black hair.
Well, true. But I think it's also like I'm glad this wasn't the final. I'm not saying this is bad, but like a man of this description is befitting more the final.
True.
Over this.
Very true. Very true. Feedback, how to push the character further. Oh, I looked into common Russian features. wider cheekbone structure. Yeah, that works. It works, but it makes it feel like more like thuggish, I guess, which works to give him that like grounded, like ready to act, physically violent vibe.
Like this isn't the guy ordering people and just counting money. He's made collections
He's on the
himself.
floor. Okay, cool. We've got a rotato. Get rotated. Yeah, his action pose. I did have like thoughts on like his action pose, and mostly it's just that it's a little on the stiff side.
Yeah.
Like, but I guess he's an old guy.
True. Though to be fair, an old guy drawing a sword like this is kind of a baller move.
It is.
Like that's a lot of shoulder mobility right there.
Okay. And then this is the prop with the very cool little snake on it.
Mm-hmm. I didn't even notice the snake personally.
Now you see how long it is.
Yeah, that's actually shorter than I thought it was.
Mm-hmm. It feels more like a rapier or like a a fencing.
It is more of a stabbing sword than a slashing one.
Yeah.
Which, to be fair,
makes sense.
Most sword canes are, right?
True. Okay. Final thoughts on this fella, this foxy grandpa mafia.
He is certainly a guy.
Do we have any like tips on improvement, perhaps?
I mean, I think what you said about the pose makes sense. No, I'd like to see him like sword fully drawn, menacing almost.
Okay, in terms of design, I do kind of this is like something that I kind of this eye stood out to me like when zoomed out for some reason. It's not like intentional. I don't think it just so happens to be that's how it's drawn. But like it made me think that like it could be like a glass eye or something. I was thinking, oh, that makes so much sense. Like a crime boss, that'd be sick. That'd be cool. Like, or scars or something like that. This guy's pretty pristine.
Yeah. I mean, okay, this is
he has chest hair.
This is a little like
I just thought I'd note that.
Yeah, I didn't even see that. How did you see that?
I saw the pixels.
Okay. But yeah, this is a little stereotypical, but the scar he has on his forehead, if you could just like extend that down to his eye.
Oh, that'd be cool.
Right?
Yeah.
Like,
or hell, extend it into his hair.
Oh yeah.
That could be cool. Just break up the monotony a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
And the suit, I mean, it's clean, it's slim fit, it works, but I wonder if there's more you can do to make it pop. Like, I would consider making this brown handkerchief like a brighter color.
Yeah. Or like you do like there are gold accents here and there. Have those on the suit somewhere maybe? Or
perhaps. Yeah, I agree with you there. The gold, like clearly there's like a theme of like gold accent.
Mm-hmm.
And on the actual clothes, the belt is really the only place that it has. I was thinking that too. Like even something like gold lace on the shoes, or like a pin on the lapel.
Yeah, a pin would be nice. Or maybe like cufflinks or something.
Oh, yeah, that'd be cool. Yeah, but I think that there's potential to go even more.
But all in all, Foxy Grandpa gets a thumbs up from us.
Yes, you can't tell, but I am. Oh my god, my hand. I tried to give a thumbs up, but it's okay. Hello, Sukuna.
Oh, is that Ryomen Sukuna from hit series Jujutsu Kaisen?
It's the man himself. I hope he doesn't curse us. Ryoiki Tech. That would mean more if I had hand tracking, but alas. And also, Vitri said Vigo looks like he'll sell me something.
I think that is his business. So
I don't think he'll sell you something.
True.
He's like the top of the chain.
He has people that will sell you things.
Yes. Yeah. But yeah, very solid character design. Once again, now I can get Gojo.
I can get Gojo.
Please.
Okay.
Big fan.
Not the visitors I was expecting on the character design roast stream.
We should roast their design.
Oh boy.
Sukuna, you're over designed.
Okay, she said it. She said it.
No, don't kill me. Don't kill me. Oh no, I'm died. But yeah, overall, Judy, great job. Foxy Grandpa, thumbs up. Wish you could have pushed it just a little more. Made him just a little more intimidating. Okay, he's already quite intimidating, but yeah. What did you
I don't know.
Don't worry about it.
Anyway.
Moving on to the next design. We have unnamed character by Angelina. First impressions?
I am curious as because this is one that didn't have a PDF, right?
Mm-hmm.
We do not know the story of this character.
It's just a web P.
I get to make a story system in stream. Well, I know the dragon decal is like definitely like a defining, not a silhouette trait, but they made note of it there too,
Yes.
right? Does this person have a dragon friend? Dragon powers? Do they turn into a dragon?
It's giving Digimon. That's like my immediate first thought. With the style and like the overall theme of legendary creature featured on the shirts, but it's also giving Ben 10 at the same time.
You know what? I see more Ben 10 than Digimon personally.
Dragon,
like a dragon.
We literally referenced Yakuza.
We went from
we specifically said, "Oh, that's a Yakuza."
Like these are two separate characters in the same Like a Dragon game.
True.
Different side stories.
True. But yeah, I don't have that much to say. I mean, I like the big shoes.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, no, big shoes are nice. Big
old clown shoes. But yeah, it feels like Yokai Watch Ben 10 Digimon.
I'd argue against Yokai Watch personally. The head's not big enough for that.
I mean, I'm not even talking about style. I mean, like design.
Yeah.
Like, doesn't the main character of Yokai Watch have like this kind of jacket?
Oh, it's like the typical like children's hobby anime pro tag of like the short sleeve vest on the t-shirt on the shorts and the big shoes.
True. Yeah, the big shoes. Yes. I was Googling Ben 10 before you mentioned the Ben 10 thing. See, same brain cell. And then we've got I think this is supposed to be the action pose.
Yeah. So this
oh
is
man,
like a jump.
He's a skinny little guy.
Ooh, very.
But yeah, he's jumping forward. So again, it's giving teen like kids action monster show.
This is like the card they put in right before the commercials, you know, like, and where they say the name of the show.
Metal Alchemist.
Exactly. Yes.
And then we got a couple of expressions.
Oh, okay. That's more intense.
It is intense. Yeah, like dude, he's almost crying here.
Yeah, like someone pissed him.
They killed my dragon like a dragon.
Yeah, okay. Now I really want to know this character's story. Like, what made them go from this to this, right?
Yeah, like, oh yeah, I'm just a kid. I'm like 8 years old, and I'm going on my first adventure to be like a dragon.
And then
you killed my family.
Everyone must perish.
He also looks older here.
Maybe this is like a Shippuden, like a post-time skip.
Oh, that actually feels possible because like the art style changes quite a bit.
Yeah, like that is moments away from like the heavily animated like tweak out destroy the enemy.
Yeah. But yeah, interesting is all I can say, I guess.
Well, I mean, like, I think if the thank you, V-Try.
Thank you, V-Try, for sharing. My t-shirt got a stain on it, and I have to wear this shirt for the rest of the season.
Yeah, the one outfit there. But I guess speaking to that, like, if the intent
is that the face you make when you get a stain on your shirt and you have to wear it for the rest of the season? Yeah.
But yeah, if the intent was to get that sort of like children's hobby show protagonist feel,
protag.
Yeah, like it delivers. It catches that. It has a lot of those elements.
Room for improvement.
Mm-hmm.
We just need more unique, like, aspects of the design. So like, my recommendation would be like, pick a couple of things and push it to 11. Like, exaggerate it. Like, these big clown shoes, big fan. Bigger.
Well, like the big shoes, like, okay, if we're going to Ben 10, right? Like, he has the big shoes, but he has the big ass watch.
He's got the big watch, exactly. So like, generally, okay, this is not even just for character design, but like, for example, I think about this like when coordinating outfits, for example. less character, more shoe. That's the Kingdom Hearts design rule. But I was gonna say that, like, as a general rule, you want to try and keep like your volume balanced. So like if you're wearing something that's like really bottom heavy, so for example the big shoes, then you want to try and balance it out with something up top that's also got like a little bit of volume. Like either, okay, just pick a shape and run with it. Like, and typically like if you've got the big shoes, I would suggest it doesn't have to be necessarily matching in volume like or size, but like in terms of complexity, I guess, like just so it doesn't feel too bottom heavy.
Yeah, okay, like this is if we're leaning in the Digimon direction, goggles on the head, like some kind of element up here,
or like a hat,
yeah,
or like even like a Pikachu on the shoulder, for example.
Yeah, a little creature, a friend, right?
This, whatever this guy is.
Yeah.
I really, the vibes are really giving like, you know, Monster Pal show like Digimon or Pokemon. So I'm thinking like, oh, he's got a creature behind him. But
I almost want the dragon to come out of the shirt and then like wrap
that'd be cool.
That would be cool. It's
but it just feels a little too empty, like in terms of
I'm just for the chat. Madam Stream Tech put on the teleprompter a giant image of Sora Kingdom Hearts.
I said Kingdom Hearts. I did. big old shoes. Actually, Sora's a good example. He's got the huge shoes, so like volume down there, and then he's got the giant key.
He's also got the massive zipper.
And the huge zippers and his shoulders.
Hey, Gojo in chat.
Sakura told me to come here.
I didn't realize you guys were chill like that.
I wasn't familiar with your game. I'm sorry. I want to see design which is functional for dragon stuff. That's a great idea.
Yeah.
But like harnesses, instant improvement.
Yeah, like some kind of
belts,
device. Even, right? Yeah.
Yeah. It's just that like this design in and of itself just doesn't really tell us very much about the world or the character. Like he said,
not me,
listen,
not me, Gojo.
Listen, I swear. I said you were cool. Gojo was cool. I just said Sukuna was over designed. That's all. OMG Gojo. Hi Gojo. I think Gojo Satoru has a great design. That's it.
Okay.
End of sentence.
End of sentence.
But yeah.
Yeah, I guess so. I think this is like, it's a really, really good start. Right?
It's a strong start. Yeah.
Right? It's just...
You got to add more.
Just more flavor. More
because right now, he's just a guy. And we don't know, we can't tell anything about his story just from looking. Like, if you look at these previous designs, like, even though I roasted this one a little bit and said, like, he's kind of just a guy, like, he's still got quite a bit of stuff going on immediately.
Like this isn't just a guy, it's the guy.
He's the guy.
Of some variety.
Yeah. Yeah. This one, peak cinema, instant intrigue from like what you're looking at. Like there's so many storytelling elements that are instantly interesting. This one was the just a guy.
Jess says like, Gojo, Sukuna, and Susan in one chat is like Anderson. But anyway, you were saying.
Nah, me and Sukuna are besties. My bad, guys. Yeah, you guys are both very well designed characters. I'm sorry.
And Snot Eater, first.
Big true. But yeah, like this one was pretty solid because even though the clothes indicated he's just a guy, he has just enough going on with like the hammer with the bandages and like the cell phone.
Yeah.
Like he's got just enough going on to create a sense of intrigue and storytelling. And this guy isn't quite there yet.
Yeah, honestly, more dragon.
I know, I agree. More dragon.
Yeah.
Because like that's probably the main source of interest in this design is the dragon emblem on the shirt, which when is covered, I was thinking like a tattoo as like, okay, Madame Streamtech wrote a dragon sidekick on the arm would be so cool. That's why I was thinking like a Pikachu type thing on the shoulder.
Yeah.
Or like tattoos. Cool.
I'm not sure if this is a character. Yeah. It's like...
I know, but like I don't know. Just something.
Not enough arm for tattoo.
Something to give this a little more story and a little more oomph. Well, interest, anything. Dragon? Yakuza? Like a dragon back tattoo? But yeah.
I need to play Pirate Yakuza. That game's...
What do you think about Yuji? Like character design wise?
Yuji's...
I respect them for going for the pink hair.
Yeah.
And the way that they changed up the uniform to be unique, I respect that. And the fact that they addressed that in the show. And they're like, thanks, you got my custom-made uniform the way that I want it. Like, good for them. I appreciate them for doing that.
It's a shame that he ends up losing the top half of his uniform like every other chapter.
True.
Which, to be fair, most JJK characters do.
True. Good answer. Thank you. Okay. We've got another okay. Well, first of all, thank you, Angelina, for sharing your character. Very cool. This is by Jimmy.
Hello, Jimmy.
This character's name is French.
Is this
French derogatory?
Oh, good. I think we prevented a Gojo crashing. that would have been disastrous.
Oh, goodness gracious.
Is this Amelie and
Amelie? But yes, first impressions. I prefer the shorts.
I too prefer the shorts. Yeah.
It does feel like the waistline is a little on the low side. Like this belt should be a little higher because it's sitting really low. But yes, that's why the shorts. French mention, thumbs down.
I don't think we're allowed to see that.
Okay, guys, for legal reasons, that's just a joke. Wait, should we recalibrate?
I'm just repositioning.
I feel like I was getting issues with my arm.
There you go.
Oh, okay.
Right back forward.
I've been repositioning like constantly.
I'm trying to figure out what this reminds me of. Both in terms of like character appearance and style.
It's very sophisticated.
Mm-hmm.
And it's very, how do I say this? That's like storybook, romance, drama. It's a, what's Josei?
Yeah.
Sorry. Josei is like, you know how like shonen is like anime and stuff for young boys? Josei is anime and stuff for older women.
Yeah.
Or just grown women.
I like this feels like
goodbye, Gojo.
I gotta go to the barber.
Go to the barber to keep my hair good.
Respect, man. Tell your barber good luck dealing with the infinity.
Make sure to tip your barber.
Yes.
I mean, they don't do tips in Japan, so maybe don't.
True. Actually, some people can't tip their things. But...
Oh, okay. Yeah, I go to a Japanese barber and or salon, I guess, and tips are normal, I guess. Yep. But yeah, the book as the prop and the camera. Wait, is that Chikawa?
That kind of looks like a Chikawa, yeah.
That's Chikawa, bro. Yo.
Oh no.
Wait, can we toggle her hair to be bald?
You can. I don't think I can.
You can. Yes, you can. Surely you can. We asked Banana Stream Tech if we could go bald in solidarity.
Yes. Gojo, this is for you.
Actually, his name is Hachiwara.
Oh, sure, that is Hachiwara. I am sorry.
Wait, what? I'm not familiar with the. We're bald!
This is for you, Gojo.
This is for you, Gojo. This is for you. Okay, give us our hair back, please.
Yeah, before people realize the back of Mo's head is infinite void.
Oh God! Don't worry about it. Head empty, no thoughts. Faye actually looks decent.
Well, that's a comforting thought. Thank you, Shira.
Low taper Faye! Yo!
Oh, he's thinking about. Oh no, okay, we're not out of the woods yet.
Anyways, so Chikawa base.
Yeah, but if you want the Chikawa lore, that is a character in Chikawa called Hachiwara.
Oh.
Chikawa is the more like white bear-looking guy.
I see. Sure.
I know Chikawa, guys. That's all I'm saying.
But anyways, okay, so the hairstyle is fun. I like it. I like the beret. The red accent choice is cute. Like the overall color palette, I'm a fan of. It's keeping it simple with like black, whites, and then we've got like blue and red accents. Good. I like it. Color design wise, great. And I like the outfit. I like the shorts. Guess who's
God, our stream is getting overrun by
and it's this phase cultured and Mo is not. Hey, I was the one who said I was the one who identified Chikawa first, okay? Just cause I haven't watched it, I'm not familiar with the lore. Leave me alone. Okay, logline.
That is quite literally Emily in Paris, but alright.
It is. Okay, you read it. I need to drink water.
In a quietly magical Paris, a shy yet imaginative young woman with a gift for noticing the unnoticed sets out to transform the lives of others through secret acts of kindness, until her own desire for connection challenges her to stop observing life and start truly living it.
Thoughts?
Logline makes sense. That is not what I thought when I first saw the character.
That is also not what I thought. Totally different vibe, which is interesting. Okay, archetype: explorer, introverted heroine whose strength is found in sensitivity, creativity, quiet rebellion. Ooh,
I think
France. That's all I'll say.
Anyway,
I can't say anything more than that.
I guess like. The story makes sense to me, but I think that the small part we're missing is quiet rebellion in the design for me.
Yeah. I mean, yeah. I guess like the jacket is it's like kind of going for leather jacket, and that could be like the sense of rebellion.
I suppose this isn't like typical French girl look.
No.
I don't know enough about that.
The beret is definitely
true.
a bit of a stereotype, but yeah, like. The combination of like this leather jacket and shorts is definitely we could make the argument for quiet rebellion. I could see that. Okay. Oh, the thumbnails. Oh my gosh.
I like these on like towards the bottom right here.
I also quite like these.
These are cool.
These are cute. Okay, but which one matches the log line and the actual character they're going for though? Like, do you think any of these work better than the final design? I think the shorts are the way.
No, the shorts are a good move, I think.
I'm gonna ignore the JJK roleplay.
Like chat. You guys
keep doing that.
You guys keep meeting your idols. We're gonna pray.
But yeah, I mean, don't get me wrong. I love these outfits. Like all these thumbnails are super cute. But in terms of like what the character is going for, I could see this one. Like this one's giving like quirky manic pixie dream girl.
That is a string of words I have not heard in a very long time.
That's the vibe.
Yeah, fair assessment.
Same for like these ones. My biggest problem is the pants need to be hiked up because they make the legs look really short.
Right. Maybe she's just short.
Or okay, listen. It's just that the belt is sitting like way down here, and I just think it would look better if it was higher up.
It does kind of look like it's sitting below the waist.
It does, yes. It looks. In fact, you can actually see the line. Like this is where the hips are, which. I guess if you're wearing jeans is normal, but I just think that this would look better if it was up here, like above the hips. American Gangster vibe.
Thank you, Madam Stream Tech.
Thank you, Madam Stream Tech, for your contribution. She drifts through Paris like a shy magician.
Interesting. Also,
okay, so not quite quirky manic pixie dream girl.
Yeah.
More of like a like this one.
Yeah, I was thinking.
Yeah. I mean, this final one it doesn't I feel like it doesn't quite match that vibe.
Yeah.
I don't know. Okay. Oh, wait, I actually these designs are so cute. I actually kind of like them better. The short, like this is a skirt, it looks like.
Yeah.
That's really cute with like the shorts underneath. I actually like that more.
And this is before all the keychains and the Chico.
True. Yeah. Currently just feels like a fashion girl. Have more French influence. Something that shows off her bright personality while being an introvert. More French? Nah, I know, right? But I mean, I do like the addition of the beret. I think it works.
Yeah.
I think, okay, here's my biggest critique, like my biggest roast. The pose is way too stiff.
True.
You want to convey like this kind of like flowy, like drifting through Paris like a shy magician. You're not just gonna be like standing emoji.
Yes. Standing in front of Eiffel Tower all stanced up.
Yeah.
Like,
I think that like it really would have helped to kind of have a bit more like wasn't there supposed to be like an action pose or something for the final submission?
if this person did have an action pose, we did not receive it.
Did not receive it. So I do wonder, like maybe in the action pose art it is like that, but yeah, because like just by looking, you can't tell that that's kind of the character that we're going for. And
but then again, I'm not sure what the pose would be in that context. But
even if it's just like a vanity pose, like a character pose. So okay, this is like an art hack, I guess, that I always do, is that when I'm trying to come up with a pose, you draw a line of action.
yes.
And it's fun to make that line of action be like a curve, like an S curve or something. And you make the pose, contort the pose to fit that. And your line of action should match the vibe that your character is going for. So like if they're authoritative and like confident, you go for like a straight line with maybe like an angle or something. But if you're going for like flowy and something like more natural, S curve, like big soft S curve could help, or like a big natural curve, for example. That's just my general tip. Line of action for your poses, and have those lines of action actually match like the kind of vibe, the energy that you're going for with your character. Because like the art is beautiful, don't get me wrong, just feels a little stiff. Any additional thoughts?
I think you summed it up pretty well. I guess, like, again, the biggest crit is the description and the character for me aren't quite aligning. Like, currently, this character reads to me as like male love interest ex-girlfriend who came back from Paris.
Wow.
I'm sorry, that's like, and like that's not necessarily a bad thing, but like it's missing your intention a little bit. So like, now I don't know how to include said intention, so just trust what Mo said. But it's,
I guess in terms of like actual character design, the clothes are not quite hit. Now I'm like going back to like the skirt works better. Like after knowing a bit more about like the character world and like the kind of character that this person is, like the skirt does feel. I would make like the skirt like longer perhaps, and have a higher waist.
even long pants maybe. Like,
Yeah, even long pants, like the flowy kind. I did see these and I kind of liked them, but given what we know about this, the way that this is described, I think that yeah, flowy.
Yeah, still overall solid.
Very beautiful artwork. Good job, Jimmy.
Thank you, Jimmy.
Thank you for sharing your French character.
It's gonna. She just said thank you to a French thing. Very good job, Jimmy.
No comments. Okay. This character is named. Wait, this character is named Leo Chen.
I actually don't know. That was the name of the file.
It could be the person's name.
But that's the thing. The person's name was a separate part of the file name.
No, I guess I don't know. Preferred name? I don't know. Anyways, this is by Claire.
Yes, thank you.
Whatever the name of this character is, he's just a guy. He's just a guy with a crown.
I am interested though. Why is he leaning on a keyboard?
Oh yeah, I did see that.
That's
Oh my gosh. Sorry, I just thought of like Fairly Odd Parents.
Yeah. Also, is that
A V?
for, like-
Oh, it's a coin.
It is a coin. Yeah.
It's a bee. It was a bee. No, yeah, it is a coin that's being flicked. Interesting. Guy with yes.
Yeah.
This guy is 3/4 leg.
Yeah, I think opposite thing with the belt here. Move it a little
Yeah,
down.
belt comes in, the whole waist, hips needs to come down. Like scoot all of this down. But we're not here to roast art. It's not about the anatomy. We're here to talk about character.
I do
design.
like the expressions that they've given us here. It's
broken glasses.
oh, I didn't even see that. Yeah.
Interesting. But like based on these expressions, he's just kind of a guy.
Mm-hmm.
He's chill. He's happy.
What's his story?
Yeah, what's his story? We cannot tell just from this picture. But I mean, okay, here's my honest take. He's like an IT guy.
Yeah.
But the crown.
Yeah, it's what is the crown?
Is it like a Burger King? Because that's the vibe. He's like king of the IT department.
Looks like the Splatoon 2 Pearl crown, but that confuses me even more.
Because like it's just the combination of slacks, belt, plaid shirts, and this name tag and the glasses. Like, and of course this keyboard prop. It's
yeah,
like,
it's
bro, that's just the IT guy with
like,
he's got really good kicks.
I mean, like let's venture a guess here. What is his story?
Okay, my guess. I was distracted by the arms because of how long his legs are.
Yeah, I mean, especially you can see it in the side view. It's like it's
Okay, no. We not be mean about art, but that said, the proportions do contribute to a character's design. Their shape does.
I mean, who knows? Maybe the
Maybe
legs was
he's super
intentional.
leggy.
Yeah.
Man, if I were to take a guess at this guy's story, I think he's a power tripping IT guy. That's why he's got the crown.
Mhm.
It's a power trip. He's like cosplaying as a king. because he's constantly like frowned upon for being like the lowly IT dude. What's your take?
I think this guy's like the spirit of your computer as a desktop assistant, and that's why his glasses are broken, because your computer is just in so bad shape.
Interesting.
It's also why he's leaning on the keyboard. He just sits like that on your desktop and gives you poor advice until you throw him away.
Like a Clippy?
Yes, like a Clippy.
Like a Bonzi Buddy?
I was thinking more the dolphin, but
Yeah, I don't know. It's hard. It's really difficult to say. But it's like if you look at like this without looking at the ground, you're like, oh, that's literally some nerd that I'm going to shove into a locker.
but then crown and broken glasses.
And the hair. The hair is very cool. Like Madame Stream Tech wrote be nice. I'm not bullying the design.
Oh,
I'm saying like that's the type of character that it looks like when you look at the neck down.
God, my brain is so fried. I read be nice as Beneath.
That is my outfit. Angry face. Madame Stream Tech can't even shove him into a locker. The legs won't fit.
Okay, we're getting a little out of hand. It's
Yeah, but I don't know. That's an interesting take. I still stand by my punished IT guy power tripping and trying to find like any semblance of power where he can take it.
I guess crit wise, he does have some defining traits like the crown and the broken glasses, but like they're not very silhouette heavy, right?
Yes, yeah. I mean, I will say that like if you looked at a silhouette of this, those spikes would be pretty prominent, like
True.
the crown spikes. But yeah, other than that, it's pretty plain. It's on the plain side and very boxy, rectangle-y.
Mhm. I almost want to say like jack up the crown more.
Yes,
Yeah.
100%. Because that's basically like his only interesting accessory that like instantly sets him apart.
Mhm.
So lean into it. That would be my tip.
Or give him more legs.
Give
Actually,
him-
I
More legs.
if that leads to a cool character design, I'm not complaining. Like,
Have you seen the I forget what it's called. the Miku that doesn't have a body and it's just the twin tails that are legs.
Yes.
Shite
Oh yeah,
Ayato?
I know what you're talking about.
All legs, baby.
All legs.
But yeah, pretty cool guy, but I just don't know what his
Yeah,
deal is
give
just
us-
from looking.
Give us more than a guy. Give us the guy, I think.
Yeah. Ham up the crown. Tell us more about what he's like just from, you know, his design,
Mhm.
because it is really difficult to tell. Besides, he's a bit of a nerd, a computer nerd. What does the coin tell us?
Yeah, oh, that's a good point. It's like gambler kind of vibes.
Let's go gambling. Oh, dang it.
Maybe that's why his glasses are broken. It's-
Gambling. I don't know. Hard to say. But thank you, Claire. Is this stream unarchived? I think it'll be archived. Right? Yeah, it will be. Oh, I missed the giant keyboard. Yeah, it's kind of
Yeah.
hard to miss.
it's
Granted, we were all the way over here,
Yeah.
but yeah. Thank you, Claire.
Thank
Very
you.
cool.
Very cool.
Computer man. Maybe he's computer man. Hard to say. Oh, this one's really cool.
Oh, this one. Yes.
Okay. This is Cal by Jaden. And just from the skim that we did, like the precursory skim, I think this one's like my favorite one of the whole. This
Mhm.
and like Altair are the coolest ones just on principle of like the character, what the design is. It's so cool. Okay. So meet Cal, and we've got like the 4 different variants of how Cal's face can look. Oh, it uses he pronouns. Okay. This is, you can see the 4 different versions of how Cal's face can look. He opens up.
Indeed.
Also great art.
Got like a little bookshelf in his stomach too.
Yeah, he does. It's so cute. It's really cute. Yuji,
Oh my Yuji is in chat.
how many accounts? How many accounts do you have?
Hello, Yuji. Yes.
Yo.
That is a Yuji thing to say. Anyway,
Yeah. Okay. So first impressions, I just want to say that like this is a pretty strong silhouette, and I'm saying that as like he literally has a rectangle for a head when it's
Mhm.
closed, but it is genuinely like strong for a robot.
yeah. And like it's a good point to bring up that robots are hard.
Robots are hard to make them stand out,
It-
and this one's got it,
Yeah,
in my opinion.
I remember when I first saw this, my immediate thought was like the Securitrons or Yesbot from Fallout. But like, there's even then, there's enough differentiating it from there for me to be like, no, this is a robot with its own unique identity. So props.
Mm-hmm. Color scheme wise, I think it's got this like retro vibe, which I think total is intentional because like the typewriter,
Yeah.
and it's really cool. We've got like some accent colors like the gold, which already it's part of the base color palette. Blue seems to be a common accent, and then there's the red book. But
Mhm.
mostly in terms of the actual robot himself, it's like these wash. It feels like probably intentional, but like you know how like old electronics, they're like made of that white plastic, and then over time it starts to yellow.
Yeah, to degrade a little
Yeah,
bit.
that's the vibe. Retro tech.
Mm-hmm.
Very
I'm also loving like the bareness of the joints
Oh,
here. Yeah.
Yeah. Like in terms of silhouette, the upper arms and thighs being like just pure bone, and then like having the actual like covers, like whatever they're called, pauldrons or whatever. It helps add to the silhouette, which you really need for a robot. So I think that's very cool. We've got the action pose.
The tippity type.
Yeah, activity type. Very cool. I also really like the thought that went into the head. Like the
Yeah.
head design, like how it opens up is very cool. Activity type. Okay. There's a lot of PowerPoint to get through.
Let's, for fear of not clouding everyone else out.
Isaac Asimov is what what this is based on.
Asimov is very prolific science
Prolific
fiction writer.
writer. Yes. Okay. Custom designed general assistant robot to a wealthy mystery fiction writer. Cal becomes curious about writing his own stories. Amused, his master installs more functionality and gives updates to give him improved vocab, expansive dictionary, understands silliness and satire. He's a silly little guy. Wait, Cal, with more awareness of human silliness, plans to remove this obstacle.
This reads to me like a Twilight Zone episode, and I kind of like it.
Interesting. Beginning of story, monotone, lacks understanding of human nature, wants to help master it. By end, self-aware, prioritizes own goals over owners, wants to be a writer, determined to remove obstacles in his way. Interesting.
God, I want to make a very deep-cut Twilight Zone reference, but I can't because no one is going to get it.
I've only watched like a couple of episodes of Twilight Zone.
There's this one episode specifically where this like woman's father passes away, and then she inherits a giant robot that gradually learns to become more and more like the original father person.
God.
Yeah, it's kind of giving me that a little bit.
Scary.
Yeah, it's.
He must kill his master.
Oh, okay. Maybe I was right.
Oh my goodness.
Wants to become a writer and overtakes the first law of robotics. Yeah, okay.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh man. Okay. Well, there you go. There's the stakes. It's him versus the master, which totally tracks. Dreamer bound by reality, relentless pursuer. I see.
Yeah. Oh, good little character board.
Very nice. Very nice. 3 laws of robotics. Oh, I see. Of course, classic. Were those made by Asimov?
Yep, those are Asimov's 3 laws. They've been under some critique here and there, but they mostly track.
Vitry says, I love how the eyes look like you can insert a screwdriver in it. Yeah,
True.
kind of. It seems to be that they're like separate.
Yeah, those are kind of like, they're not phonographs, but they just glitch into a T-pose. It looks like they did for a second.
Move your arms?
Yeah, I can move.
Also, this thing coming out of the head? I didn't even notice that. Cute. Interesting.
I'm also like, okay, I'm really a fan of how you can tell the joints kind of contort in a way that a human typically doesn't.
True.
Right? It's very much like shafts and gears.
Yeah, yeah. Very fun. Okay, wait, where were we? Archetypes, wants, needs, blah. Inspo. Ooh. Now that's how you design robots, man.
Robot.
Oh man. Look at those shapes.
Oh yeah, look at this. This is just a robot master
Yeah,
class.
right. But yeah, I mean, I think that like the strongest designed robots, they're the ones who lean into the shapes, just like in general. Like, I think that this is like an example of like less shape side, but they still lean into the shapes, like with the angles and like this head, like.
Yeah. Like, honestly, to anyone who wants to, okay, I'm a nerd about robots specifically, but anyone who wants to study, like, robot design, look into a lot of the older Gundams, for one, and look into a lot of, like, Zoid stuff for non-humanoid, I would recommend.
All right, man.
I'm saying, like, Gundam Zikux started airing, it's on my mind, like...
Is that how you pronounce that?
Zikuxen. Yes, that's how it's pronounced.
It's not G-Quax.
No, it's not. I didn't get it the first time either. Just chat, in case you don't know, it's spelled like GXQUUUUX or something like that.
There's a lot of U's.
There's a lot of U's.
It's really silly. Okay. Lots of different robot designs to pull from. So, yeah. I do kind of wish that Cal went for a little bit more of like a non-traditional robot, like the bipedal robots. Like, because here are some bipedal robots that totally switch up the shape and feeling of being like humanoid. Like this one's more Cal.
Like, if we're talking from like a very practical perspective here, there's very little reason for a robot to be humanoid. Like fully humanoid.
Exactly.
So it's like robots are a fun opportunity to explore other shapes and functionalities.
Agreed. Agreed. Like these freakishly non-human shapes.
Yes.
There. Old Cal draft. Oh my gosh, he looks so much happier here.
This is before he became evil and wants to kill his master, presumably.
Ooh. Ooh. See, I like the one.
Yeah, I like the
one.
unicycle. It's it's a little overdone, but like it's cute.
It is cute.
Yeah,
and a lot of the other ones kind of honestly, no, this one's cinema.
Kind of
the
slay,
one with the wheels.
Honestly.
Yes, especially because this is the only one that has a pose that's like it's got an action line. You can see it. It's like this.
Yeah.
And that immediately communicates like character. It's like immediately you're like, wee, silly. We get a little silly with it. Whereas all the other ones are relatively like man standing emoji. Except for this one. This guy's got a can-do attitude.
I honestly, I want to see a separate character sheet just for that guy.
The can-do attitude.
Yeah, it's like this guy looks fun.
He looks like he's about to tell me off condescendingly.
Like honestly, if like those middle three there, the one with the wheels, the can-do guy, and like the guy with the weird pipes just coming out, that's a trio right there.
Which one's the pipes? This one?
Yeah, that guy. Like those three. I want to see.
Feels like he's hanging.
Kind of does. I want to see a show about those three specifically.
Yeah, these. I feel like these were the strongest characters just in terms of this lineup. Cal's great, don't get me wrong, but like the humanoidness of the body, you could like, come on, this is so fun and inventive, and like the shapes, but it's okay. It's still very solid.
Yeah.
The cutouts on the top of the head add unnecessary complexity.
I don't know about that.
I don't know about that either. Yeah. I mean, like it looks like a droid when it's closed.
Yeah, this is that's what he does when he doesn't want to talk to me. It's just
true. Yeah, that's a bummer because just seeing these sketches, like I feel like there could have been even more potential for greatness. But whoa, adding eyes. Oh, these are different ideas, different like attempts to come up with the eyes.
And then they settled on the split pupils.
Two sides shift into place. That's very interesting indeed. Yeah, it makes sense because this adds so much more soul. Closed version. Yeah. This is probably my favorite thing about like the final design of Cal is the thought that went into the open close thing. Like that's unique for a robot character.
I'm also liking the detail here of how he gets upgraded and gains more consciousness. The eyes slowly start to
slide farther apart. Slide closer together.
To
being human.
Yeah.
To being normal.
It's a nice touch.
It is. It's starting.
Still don't know why we'd make a humanoid robot to be a writer robot. But
well, he wasn't originally a writer robot.
Oh, right. Yeah, he was an assistant companion. That makes sense. Okay.
Assistant robot. And yeah. He took an interest in writing stories, so it was like a conversion. So it makes sense.
Okay, yeah.
It makes sense. Nice. But I just on a purely design like visual level, I do wish we had gone like a little more. What's the word? Explorative or like a bit more adventurous.
Yeah.
With the body, because the head is sick. So if we just had a wackier body to match, the bookshelf thing is really cute idea.
Yeah, absolutely.
Really cute idea. But just in terms of shapes and like visual language,
I almost wish that the slits there were kept so you could take a book out of his.
Ready return. Yeah, that would have been cute. All right. It's time to address the elephant in the room.
Right, this was on the thumbnail.
Right, so for those who don't have context, this is a submission from Anthony.
Who's in chat, I believe.
I believe he is in chat. I'm pretty sure that Ant is also Anthony. But what I could say is that we were looking through this PDF of the. Might I remind you? This is a university third-year class final project. And I mean, let's go through it, like logically, let's go through it. We've got logline. After escaping from the... Oh man, that's a lot of Greek.
After escaping from the island of Crete, Icarus must return to save his father Daedalus. From King... Or Daedalus, either or. From King Minos. Minos.
I see.
Like the Minotaur. But...
Got it. The Minotaur's related to the Icarus story?
Well, because Minos, I forget if Minos was the one that trapped Daedalus, but Minos is the father of the Minotaur.
Nerd.
It's Greek myth, man. A lot of people know that.
Okay, character overview. This is a world where Greek mythos are intertwined with modern daily life. Magic coexists with technology. This is some Percy Jackson type.
Kind of is, yeah.
Deities judge the follies of mortals, and fantastical creatures are commonplace. Daedalus was a wise inventor and architect hired by King Minos to build the labyrinth. Oh, the Minotaur labyrinth.
Yes, exactly. That's
But this is unrelated. It's about Icarus with magic and wings. Okay? Enchanted by the sensation of ascension
and he flies a little too close to the sun.
to the sun and is destroyed. I
Well,
see.
not in this version.
And
but
then on number 3, you've got some weird creature.
that's
And
it.
for the record, that's it.
That's it. That's all that section
That's
is.
section 3. So, for people who were not at my stream on Monday, I was designing me and Faye as merch ideas, and one of the ideas was the Fumo. Yes, Fumo, me as a Fumo. And I guess this is some weird creature.
Some weird.
And you know what? I'll own it. I will happily. You're right. That's me. Some weird creature. I'll take it. You know what? I'll put that on my Twitter bio. Because that's me. But yes, thank you for the gift art, and it's very cute. I appreciate it. It's I wish I could grab it with one hand and squeeze.
Here. Can we like zoom my hand on its neck? There we go.
I have to zoom out more, so it's like your
Oh, yeah,
hand is the
it's the
size
size.
of the full thing.
Cool. Fumo grabs, squished.
So squished. Very cute, and thank you. I will save it in my fan art folder.
Oh, Percy Jackson mentioned.
Oh, Percy
Yeah.
Jackson mentioned. Yes. Less depressing modern version. I see. Yeah, I guess he doesn't die at the end, right?
Not in this version, it seems. Yeah.
He's chill. Anyways, so the first design, let's have a look. We don't need to roast it too hard since I'm sure the class roasted it even harder. Yeah.
Yeah.
Shove it up a lot. Wings and all.
Yeah, I'm assuming this is going for the more Greek sort of look. I'm assuming the yellow is like a Helios reference, maybe?
Looks like wheat.
Maybe, yeah.
But the glasses throw me off so much. Icarus canonically has
True.
2 sentences
True.
of lore despite how universally recognized he is. Huh.
Yeah,
Crazy.
all we know is that he flew too close to the sun, really. That's all we know about him.
Bro has 1 character trait.
And then Daedalus has like so much more.
And yet I've never heard of him.
You got to get on your Greek myths. They're classics.
I read Percy Jackson as a kid, I guess.
I'm pretty sure there was a Daedalus mention.
I don't remember anything about it.
Yeah, it's.
Okay. The tunic and the goggles were the most problematic.
Oh, those are goggles.
Oh, not dorky glasses.
I see. They're well, okay, like flight goggles. That makes sense. That makes sense.
Right. Like I feel like I should draw how I pictured it, but like, wait, where is this? This is the
That's
pencil.
Pencil, yeah.
This is very hard to do with a trackpad, guys.
Right, you're not even using the mouse, which is right here, I might add. But
That's what I thought of. Like, that's what he looks like. He's nerd emoji. Actually,
I mean, Icarus would say that honestly. Thank you, Madam Stream Tech.
what did you say?
She said that's Faye.
That's
Thank you.
That's That's I need to use a mouse. I can't do this.
Oh, we're just writing on people's work now. Okay.
Wait, why is it?
Kind of deranged Kaiju that.
Okay. Moving on. Ooh. Okay, wait. So I'm looking at so we've got like the super baggy pants that get pulled into the tight sandals. Although I really find it funny how like his top just looks like a shirt, like a t-shirt. with like a tunic over it.
Right.
But let's see how it gets changed. So boots, sandals. I mean, the idea is the same. It's just the shape of the pants is different, I suppose. I'm a fan of this change, though. This is very cool. It should minimally impede his flight while giving him some covering.
Right. So yeah, I get we are looking at a bit of practicality of having wings.
True.
Here.
I mean, the good thing about this poncho is that you can just kind of wrap it however you like with your wings hanging free.
Mm-hmm.
Because like it's kind of like a scarf.
Yeah.
Although, no, that's just cloth studies I did instead of thumbnails. Oh, I see. Well, I mean, that's good learning process. It's good. Okay, show the main character. This is okay. So I think this is the final design.
Mm-hmm.
And that's the action pose. Very cool.
That is a very cool action pose. I'll give.
I like his hand.
Yeah.
But yes, I appreciate you trying to go for like something dynamic with the action pose because that really works for this character.
Mm-hmm.
And he looks like he's having a blast. So good for him.
It's also a good inversion of like, you know, Icarus falling to his death and then this.
Yeah.
Just a dude.
Good point. Just a dude. I think that the headband, was that in the original version?
No, I don't.
It was not. It was added. Is an interesting choice.
Mm-hmm.
It does change up the feeling a bit. He feels more of like a... Okay, before he was literally the nerd emoji. And now he's like a ruffian.
Yeah, which, to be fair, I think fits Icarus a bit more.
Yeah, I agree.
Well, like he's a nerd, but he is a daredevil. That's
like the goggles around the neck actually.
Oh, I didn't even see that.
They feel a lot more appropriate. Even though it's impractical. I say that like having skied and snowboarded with my goggles around my neck because I thought it looked cool, and then I paid the price later. So like,
well, I mean, we're talking about the guy who flew too close to the sun. I think goggles are the least of his concerns.
True. But yeah, I think that the change Sonk you bonk. I think that the changes you made were good. I agree with the change to the poncho instead of the t-shirt with the cloak over it. It feels more thematically appropriate. It feels adventurous because like just like this picture, it's like it evokes adventure. It's like cowboy. He's about to hit the road. And also, bonus for showing navel. Thumbs up.
No comment.
Thumbs up. I think I saw like there was like a comment somewhere saying like it should be shirtless. Yeah. Wait. I should remove the tunic.
And enlarge the gap.
One suggestion was for the character to be shirtless, which I thought was cliche. With the obstacle of wings, being shirtless seemed to be the most rational decision. Which is true. And like, again, the poncho is like a flexible way to get around it. So I agree. It was a correct choice. And the little patterns on it help first of all, they help indicate where the ends of the poncho are. And then second of all, it adds a little bit of fun pattern to the design. So I like it. Exposed navel. We love to see it. I do have a question. Where did his poncho go?
I think maybe this is him like actively throwing it off.
Oh, perhaps.
Yeah.
Yeah, the tied bandana around the hair. And then like, I think the hair is also longer. It is, yeah. It's like short here, nerd. And now it's like scruffy and long. And he's like, yeah. So I think it definitely captures the vibe better. Yo, wait, what is that?
Oh, it's Talos! It's Talos! He's just
Oh my god, he's so cute! He's just a little guy! He has one leg. It's cute! He's a circle! With one hair! Like a baby hair!
I mean, it's a little overdone, but I do love my Borbs.
No, there's no one who hates Borb.
True.
Okay. We've got the two color palettes. It's interesting. I think I prefer this one. The white one?
Yeah, I'm kind of in the same boat.
I think that the one on the right could work, but this blue is just so eye-catching.
Like, the one on the right evokes to me more like, how do I put it?
What kind of proper sidekick was I supposed to give for a guy with 2 sentences of lore?
I'm actually gonna get into that in a bit.
Yeah, buddy, remember that you're designing the character? You come up with the lore, bro.
But also, I like the guy on the left, right, in the white. I would see that guy in like a God of War or something, right?
Mm.
The guy on the right, I feel like I see him in Fortnite.
What?
Okay, not Fortnite, but like
No, he's giving me Legend of Zelda.
no, not even Zelda. This is like
What? True? Is that to the part about Fortnite?
Dude, okay, I guess to be fair, the Greek gods were in Fortnite, so that's not the best. But this, like, he really...
Sorry, what?
Oh, did you not know that?
No.
That like Zeus's Thunderbolt was like the most broken weapon in the game for a
I
while.
don't play Fortnite, so
I don't
didn't know,
either, I
but
just-
that's crazy.
Yeah, it's like it feels like a bit of a genre shift away from Greek myth, though, a little bit.
This one?
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree. I really do think it's the blue. The blue is just so striking.
I think it's the blue and then the color of the poncho that's giving like vaguely stereotypical Mexican undertones. Am I allowed to say that? Like, sure.
I'm not gonna say anything. A picture, a painting speaks of 1,000 words. But yeah, I do prefer this color scheme. You could listen. I don't dislike the
it's
the
still
accent
cool in its
colors.
own
Like
right.
the fact that the purple goggles and then you've got the purple headband, it works, and keep it. And you could probably integrate like that accent color more. But I just think that this is it fits the vibe better of Icarus.
Mm-hmm.
Aww,
Oh,
orb.
Talos, he's cute.
He's yellow and orange. Sand colors.
He's a gradient.
All right, what's your Talos? You were gonna lore dump about Talos.
I wasn't gonna lord up about Talos, but okay, this is starting to lean into my preference, so take this with a grain of salt. But like, Icarus is he's like an architect mechanics kid, right? And in the myth,
Sure.
his wings are like they're a contraption made of wax and metal.
Mm-hmm.
So like if I were to do this, I probably would have taken it into a more like mechanical route. But obviously, you know, Ant's taking it a bit more sort of like a beast-ish thing, which is
yeah,
fine.
I mean,
right?
these are like natural wings with feathers, which is cool. Very
However,
dope.
because you went with beast wings, I'm gonna say I wish the wings were bigger.
Yeah,
Yeah.
true. Like they're already quite big, but imagine they were huge.
Like I want them to be like almost double his arm span. Like
It would make the contrast between that and like this
and this
little
guy-
orb,
yeah.
this sphere
Mhm.
with little wings keeping up. That's cute. We got a little bit of inspiration from various anime and
Yes.
animes and mangoes, and also Guilty Gear, which is neither of those.
Oh yeah, so action pose reveal scene, like
Yes.
the Full Metal kind of thing.
Yeah.
Oh, skip
Now
artificial
that-
wings. Okay, so that was a choice you made. So
Yeah.
I'll respect it.
Yeah. That's cool. We loved winged humans. Or I do.
Mm-hmm.
But cool. Very cool. Thank you, Ant. And thank you again for some weird creature.
Mm-hmm.
I'm a big fan. Okay. Oh my gosh, there's still so many. And it's already 9.
Oh my God.
What should we do? Keep
We
going?
Keep going. Before we get too far, we skipped one up top next to Cal.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
It's just one art, not a design sheet.
Still cool art.
It's a cool art.
Yes.
It's by Arusha. I hope I said that right. First impressions?
First impression. This is.
It's giving Cruella de Vil, but like a girl boss.
Yeah,
display.
this is like. No, now that I kind of can't unsee that sort of like earlier Disney art style.
Yeah, that was like my immediate first impression. Is like, especially okay, but my favorite thing about it has to be like how exaggerated the anatomy is,
Yes,
because
yeah,
that
it's
is
great.
super effective for silhouette stuff. Like, look at how bony these knees are.
Mhm.
Damn, you could hear them creaking.
Yeah, the bony knees, the big heel, like the flintlock
shapes.
rifle, like yeah.
Wow, those hips are crazy, girl. Chill. Like the pointy,
Very pointy, but
very
like,
pointy, but
it's
that's the design.
yeah, no,
and
it's
I
it's
respect
it's a good
that.
effect.
Yeah, and also the gun.
And yeah,
Giant gun. Always a bonus. I approve.
What's her story? Do we reckon?
She's an evil girl boss, but like the lovable kind.
Yeah.
She has killed millions.
I was gonna say she's like some vampire turned vampire hunter kind of thing. She hunts her own kind. But...
Yo, I didn't know Vibsy Pop went to the
I was gonna say that, but like it's not quite.
This
right?
isn't quite Vibsy Pop.
Yeah.
This is much more like the early Disney. Not even early Disney. This is like mid Disney.
Yeah, this is like whereabouts is this? This is like
It's 101 Dalmatians.
Post that, I think.
It's Pull the Lever Kronk.
Yes, yeah, that I think that's exactly the right era for this.
Yep, that's the vibe, and it's really effective. So big props to Arusha for pulling that off. Like the boniness and the shapes that even extend to like the shape of her chin, and that's so cool.
Also, like the giant square earring.
Oh
there.
yeah,
like that's
but
like
really?
shapes. This is the epitome of like shapes, and I appreciate that.
Yeah. What is that brooch?
Oh, interesting.
Hard to say. I'm seeing the pixels. I don't know, but whatever it is, it works with the whole design. I want to catch up on chat. Hold on. So I see. Random Meme Boy says, make a part 2 and I'll submit my stuffs. You can submit your projects anytime because we'll be doing project roasts like throughout.
Yeah, fairly regularly.
Throughout. It's very much dependent on like what we get and what classes we work with. So the pinned message in chat has a link if you're an SFU student and you want to submit projects. Taylor says, use my vibes. Exactly.
Yes.
Pull the lever Kronk. And then it feels like Hasman Hotel or similar cartoon style. Yeah. Agree to disagree. And Mobile Ingo says, whoa, didn't expect Figma here. Well, when you're dealing with like dozens upon dozens of pictures, webpies that we converted into pictures.
We just got past the webpies.
And PDFs. It is generally easier for us to, especially when we want to zoom in on details, right? So we figured Figma was the best bet. But yeah. Thank you, Arusha. Very cool.
All right, now we can go down.
Now we go down. Oh man, look at all this good art. Okay, but I feel like we should make this our last project that we review, which is really sad because they're all bangers. But if I were to pick one, I do want to do this one.
Egbert?
Yes. You can go through them just less in depth. Okay, fine. Let's speed run the rest of these so we don't leave anyone out.
We are so sorry we have to speed run round.
Yeah, it has been 2 hours already. And we don't want to stay here too long in studio. So first is, or not first, we're like halfway through, but Waylon, and I don't know how to pronounce this name.
I'm gonna venture and say Voth.
Voth, but beautiful art. How gorgeous. It's the lighting. I love it. The vibe, the background art. Holy moly. Beautiful. And the poses. Well, her pose is better than his pose. Like, his pose is alright. It's like solid. Fine. But her pose is like great. Okay. First impressions.
Yeah.
I want them both. No, I'm just kidding. This guy could. he's a little on the Can I say Twinkie side? Well, I've said it, so you can't.
We're getting death stares.
What do you mean baguettes? Are you saying they're French?
I believe it's bomb.
Wait, the baguettes were supposed to be bonk?
Yes.
All this time I thought people were spamming baguettes because they were trying to get under my skin by being French. Dude, what the heck? I literally thought this the whole time. Listen, I was just talking about the build, okay? Like, this guy, look at how clean shaven he is, and he's got like this long hair in the front that's like Kakyoin. Like, okay, dude.
Yeah, I was gonna say, like, are we sure this is a man?
Okay, let's find out.
Yes.
I mean, it's giving like Bard.
Yeah, no, that's
Zesty Bard. But whoever she is, I kneel.
That's the dragon in human form they seduced earlier.
Like a dragon?
Oh man.
Baguette is both French and Bonk. Okay. This is them. Okay, first of all, yes.
Yeah, love the cape.
And the silhouettes here. Oh my god.
Functional, no.
Love it. Was that a JoJo reference? Me saying like a dragon was a JoJo reference. But yeah, big fan. Like these big statement pieces, the huge cape and this dress fold, like the awesome, great, love it. I don't care if it's overdone. Peak.
Big instruments, bag on.
Oh yes, yes, it's peak.
Also belts, a lot of belts.
This one's tied in a knot. But yeah, this is great. And there are some things to like kind of switch up the silhouette, more so for her than for him. I think a lot of his is covered by the cape, but you know,
I mean,
like these things are very weird and unusual, and I love these drapey exposed shoulders. Very cool. That's him.
Oh,
that's
yeah,
the guy.
That's a face.
How do I donate? A great question, Joseph.
We don't have a good answer.
A great
to that
question. We don't have an answer for yet, but keep watching and hang out with us, and who knows, maybe one day we'll be getting Akasupas. See, I'm pretty sure that's a dude.
Yeah.
Okay, wait, hold on.
Are we?
Check out that orange. Through tuition, true. Become an SFU student if you're not already. Wait, why does he get a character sheet but not the pretty lady?
I'm assuming Keith was kind of the main.
Oh man.
I mean, but despite that, the woman is very well rendered and thought out too.
I know. I thought this would be like a two-person thing. I would commission this artist to draw my D&D character. Yep, that's the vibe. That's the vibe.
Absolutely.
And yeah. Well, if I were to comment on this dude, on Voth specifically,
does he have a knife belt? Oh my god. Like on the leg there.
Oh my god, I love that.
Yeah.
Big fan. Big fan of
yeah.
thigh holsters.
Thigh holsters.
They're
boots
sick.
Into like the troubadour sleeve.
Look at all these belts. I do have one problem with the belts, and that's this hanging one down the middle.
That's why they tied it. It's in the knot.
Yeah, that. Wait, yeah, like it's in this one. It's that this is good. This is good. I like this. This part not so much, for reasons. It makes it look like they're going down, like it's like a family friendly stream. Family friendly stream.
Anyway, solid.
Very nice.
Yeah, like
thank you, Waylon. Amazing artwork. I wish you signed this with like your social media handle so we could find you and people can commission you because beautiful.
I just hope you have commissions open.
Okay, next one. There's one here. Egbert.
Egbert.
I like it. It's so funny. It's definitely the most unique design so far. He's the cowardly knight. All right, cool. First impressions.
My first impression, like, I like it. I like that the shield is the size of his body.
Yeah, it tracks with the character. I know I said I love capes. I do. But it does feel like this one kind of takes away a bit from...
Really?
I don't know. Because, like, this oval shape is such a crucial part of his character, his silhouette. I don't know. That's my opinion. What do you think?
I don't mind the cape, actually. Like, maybe I would have preferred it to be a bit more, like, tunic-y.
Yeah, I feel like that would have helped. Or some kind of definition with the cape. Like, a little bit more attention with the cape could have helped. Because I just look at it here, like, on this one, and I'm like, it feels so unserious. But, it does feel like, if it were more tunic-y, I think it could go a long way. Or, like, hell, add a hood.
True.
That would really make it feel like a... Okay, this is really hard to do with a mouse.
I mean, you're doing pretty good.
Yeah, I don't know. Then I feel like then it would feel a bit more like a cape. But in any case, the shield, really cool.
No, I do. Can you go into the first iteration slide?
Yes.
Look at the backside of the shield. How is he holding that? with his big
Wait a
feathered head.
second.
How is he holding that?
I have to guess that he puts his feathers like.
Well, still, that's a pretty small
Maybe he
handle.
separates like the feathers. Maybe they're like fingers.
Maybe. Well, it kind of looks like they are fingers with how he's holding the sword in the final render.
True. Yeah.
Like it just wraps around.
Yeah. Anyways, really cute.
Mhm.
Really cute. And I think his strongest feature are these eyebrows.
Yep, absolutely.
That is his strongest feature. Is that corn?
It is corn, I think.
Nice. But yeah, those eyebrows actually I feel like they're what set him apart from like any other random chicken bird
Yeah, like
character.
this could have just been a bird with a shield and a sword, but the eyebrows make it Egbert.
Yep. That's Egbert. And what a great name, by the way.
I also like the attention to the rendering on the type there. That's like,
Oh yeah. Wow. I mean, I'm guessing that's just the font, but good font choice.
Yeah, good font choice.
Yeah. I guess we want to kind of run through these fast, so I'll just get to the juicy parts, the fun parts. Look at these shapes. Beautiful. Look at these ovals. But yeah, the eyebrows, those are the Egbert eyebrows, and I think they really work. So good job.
Just the big rectangles on the otherwise oval character.
Yes. That's a good point, actually. The contrast is great. All the round shapes, and then you've got these big, blocky rectangles for that brows. Nice shield. Very cool. Mouth open. Oh god, my body. I didn't realize how far rotated I
Oh
was.
yeah, no, you've been gone a bit.
My back. Yay! That's me doing my Egbert face impressions. Oh, okay,
Oh.
nice. I like this
Yeah,
comparison.
that
That actually
pose.
shows a huge improvement. So props.
Even just tilting the head back does wonders there. It's
True. True. And I appreciate that the head shape is less like oval and more like this kind of like
teardrop.
yeah,
kind of thing?
teardrop
Yeah.
shape. It works. The prop and the expressions. Yo, he angry. But yeah. Nice. With the thick rectangle eyebrows. Very good.
Thank you,
Love
Egbert.
I salute you.
Thank you, Sir Egbert.
Okay. This is Joe by Kahan. And these are the final 3 views.
See,
First impressions.
I remember looking over like the actual progression for this one when I was putting it in the doc.
Mhm.
I was surprised that they landed on this form, but
I also was surprised, yeah.
right? But like I don't mind it. It's
The triangle.
yeah, I'm trying. Also like the action pose if we can see it.
Yes.
Yeah, this.
Cute.
Cute.
It is. We have a little bit of an action line, but I think it could have been pushed a little more.
Mhm.
But even so, it's cute.
Yes, it's nice, big, like all the details are big and exaggerated. The dress, the ribbon, the hair, like it's cute.
Girl with no voice wakes up in a mysterious forest. She sets out on a journey to regain her voice before the light in her lantern extinguishes. It sounds like a game, like an RPG Maker game.
Yeah, it's reading like very like classic free horror game.
Like
which-
Eve or Mad Father.
Yes. Like, I don't mind it at all.
Yo, Over the Garden Wall mentioned?
Whoa, okay.
That's base. That's base. That's a great source of inspiration. It's very Witch Hat Atelier.
Have you seen?
No. I only know of it in passing. I really need to read it though.
Mm.
Wait, isn't it getting an anime
It
adaptation?
is, I believe.
Very cool. These are very pretty arts. I definitely okay. Oh, that's so that's me, guys. That me. But yeah, triangular body shape. Yeah, I understand the vibe.
There's an interesting progression here from like the cutesy into the slightly more gothic, and then right the back to the more pastel.
Mm-hmm. I do see that, yeah. I think that like this final result is like it's like the intersection of like cutesy and a little bit, I mean, it's black.
Yeah, I mean, it's not even that it's just black. It's like, how do I put it? Like, if you told me to guess what game is she from, I would say a horror.
Yes.
It's like there's something about the detail, and I can't pinpoint exactly. Maybe it's the eyes.
Yeah, the eyes are very like serious.
Mm-hmm.
I get it. It's a cute girl character that's in a horror RPG Maker game. I don't do art that often, but I'm really interested in this course and I should have enrolled in it for this semester instead of 206. I hope it can get offered again sometime soon. I believe, Joseph, it is going to be offered next spring.
And you do need 206, so it's
Yes.
don't
beat yourself up for taking it.
Yeah.
You have to do it eventually.
Mhm.
You gotta learn your 4 C's. Yo.
Well, okay.
Yo. I like this one.
Oh, a little umbrella too.
Yeah, little booties and umbrella and raincoat.
Yeah, you can see the progression of all the different triangles.
Yep, all triangles.
Shiraho says.
Oh god, that's literally a triangle. Shiraho says, "Is this a dedicated character design class?" Yes, it is.
Yes.
Or
triangle.
Little triangle.
And you can see they get the ribbon idea there from that one.
Oh yeah. Yeah. Which one's your favorite? I do like these more than the final, I think.
I am a fan of Triangle Blob.
This one.
Well, that and the one like my
these ones.
Here, yeah.
They are cute and funny, but I think my favorite one is probably like, okay, I said I really like this one.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, wow. That's my favorite just because it's so different from the others, but it still maintains the triangle shape and it's cute. Cute little booties. But yeah, that one's my pick. I also think there's something to be said for the way like it's such a small change, but like this is the same design except the hair
how it
flows differently. And I think that's such a cool example of like that silhouette, baby.
Mm-hmm. And this was their first submission.
I like it more. I like it more.
Yeah, very, very different direction
It's
than what they landed on.
It's very gothic-y. Like, this one feels a lot more gothic. When I say gothic, I don't mean, like, goth, the style. I mean gothic as in gothic horror and literature.
Mm-hmm.
Whereas this is very much, like, on the cute side. So, I don't know.
Yeah, I'm interested in what caused that decision, right? That tonal shift.
Do they write it? They do. The biggest problem is that this doesn't look like a character, rather a person wearing clothes. I guess? Character's personality is not evident through the design. I guess that's a fair point, yeah.
Yeah.
Shape, language, and overall shape of character can be pushed even further. True.
Yeah, like, I don't think the direction they went in was bad, but there was certainly an avenue of exploration more akin to this. Yeah.
Perhaps this character would look better with legs showing. I wonder. I think the long dress really works well for the setting. Like that big silhouette really works well for the gothic horror setting.
Like the final is a girl wandering a dark forest. The initial is like someone wandering an abandoned castle.
Yeah. Speaking of castle. Princess. Yeah, here's the final. Yeah, I don't know. I do wish that like I think some elements of this are maybe a little too much on the sweet side. Like, I'm talking about, like, this huge bow in the middle, for example. It immediately sets the tone that, like, this is, like, a cute thing, rather than, like, this is a slightly sinister thing.
I mean, cute girl facing horrors is sort of a genre.
I guess that's true.
Yeah.
I guess that's true.
Do you like the expressions?
Cute. Cute.
Nice.
Very nice.
Yeah, very cute, I think, is a summary.
Okay. Okay, this is the last one.
I
think.
Circe.
Is it Circe or Circe?
If we're going by the Greek myth, I believe it's Circe.
Okay. Circe from Madeline Miller's...
I could be wrong.
Is a nymph. Lots of Greek mythology.
Yep, nymph, daughter of Titan Helios, the ocean nymph Perse. I actually don't know this one.
She is considered plain, mortal-like, and strange. She just like me, for real.
Yeah, this is the person in the Odyssey that turns all of Odysseus' crew into pigs.
Oh, awesome.
Yeah.
That's so slay of her.
Yeah, and then Odysseus has to, like, coax her into, one, turning them back, and then I believe he has a child with her, which is interesting.
Okay. She has a talent for witchcraft. Her family exiles her to an
Enchantress.
island. She undergoes self-discovery, meets acquaintances and suitors. Damn, let's go. That's a win for plain mortal-like strange women.
Yeah, I suppose.
She finds freedom, self-love, and independence. Yo, she doesn't need no man. Okay, I'm just gonna say this pose. I like this pose.
Yeah.
Because my action lines. Let's go.
Stream Tech has simply put #woke on the teleprompter. So, okay, it's
pretty strong line of action here. This guy's just chilling, man.
yeah. Oh, it's a little pog friend.
Ah. Well, first impressions of the design.
Being D&D nerd here, very druid, and I feel like that's very appropriate.
I see. There's something about the way that the hair is done that bothers me a little bit. I don't know. Maybe I'm nitpicking, but I'm noticing like a lot of squarish shapes, which
Sure.
I find interesting, and I wonder if there could have been more shape exploration, perhaps, especially like interplaying with like the fact that like nature soft shapes, but nitpicking kind of. We'll go through it. We're almost done. Forbidden witchcraft.
Yeah.
Plain mortal-like strange, just like me, for real. Yo, birds!
Bird.
Morb! What? Vitri says she is considered plain mortal-like and strange until she discovers her talent for sewing gloves. Pain.
That's
Pain and
a
agony.
little too close to home.
Pain. Okay, I do want to see the sketch process, like the ideation process here, because all of these I'm seeing a lot more flowy shapes, like soft flowy shapes.
We're going more like toga kind of things,
or like dresses and robes, or like skirts. I kind of vibe with this one actually, but they're all pretty nice. Finalizing face. Show more expression through eyebrows. Big, thick eyebrows. I see. Interesting. Oh, I like this one. Oh, the different nose shapes. Shimmer. Okay. Yo, I do like the initial submission. I think that you could do more with colors, but
for sure.
But I do like the initial submission, the flowiness of it. I think it fits more the druid vibe that is kind of being gone for.
Yeah. I mean, she's not exactly a druid, but like this fits enough Enchantress vibes, I think.
Yeah. Also, I'm a big fan of these things.
Yes, absolutely.
That's really cool. That's fun. Sad that we didn't go this way, but that's okay. The final result is interesting, too. Feedback. Reinforce how she's surviving alone. Add rips and tears and stains.
I see. So
Make her look less put together. She looks like she's from a place.
Palace.
Oh.
Mo.
My bad. She looks like she's from a palace. That's true. Royalty. I was literally losing it because I was like, yeah, she does look like she's from a place. That's so true. I'm from a place.
Aren't we all?
I genuinely, I thought that was like feedback about like, she needs to be like she's lost because she's in exile and she doesn't belong anywhere. But here she looks like she's from a place. That's what I meant. I swear I'm not illiterate, guys. I'm not. of those. So that's so cute.
Mhm.
That would have been so pretty. Improvements in progress. Well, I mean, the belt.
Cool.
Never say no to a belt.
Nope.
The hog.
Friend.
My friend. But yeah. I see. And here is the action pose and the sidekick.
Ever since you've mentioned it, I can't unsee it, but like anytime the person with hand forward, I just see Chris Pratt.
Like the dinosaur.
Yes, yes.
Okay. Well, it's really I think the sidekick is very
Yeah,
cute. I'm
I-
a big fan.
It is just a pig, but like
Hey, no, he's just a pig with some zesty
oh, I
ears.
didn't see the peering.
That's cute.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay, I think that the strength of this final version of the design is in the color schemes.
Yep, absolutely.
It really works. The orange is a good accent color that works with her eyes. And I mean, I like this kind of pattern at the bottom, but I do wish we went with less boxy shapes and more the flow that you had in the original.
Maybe it's the pose. I don't know.
Maybe.
but-
I mean, it feels like it's kind of gone in the new iteration.
Hmm.
That flowiness. I don't know. I'm using a cheap mouse. But that's it. Thank you, Francesca, for
Yes.
this awesome, very cool submission.
Thank you.
Thank you to everyone. We did it. We got through all the submissions from IAT 380.
Sorry we had to speed through the last
Yeah,
few,
apologies, but there were so many good ones. And I hope everyone enjoyed the class. I don't even know if any of the people besides Ant were even on the even came to the stream or watched it. But thank you. I guess is there anything else we need to talk about on stream?
Well,
Submit your projects, guys.
yeah, well, first and foremost, thank you to the IA380 class. Thank you, Susan. Thank you, everyone, for submitting. I hope we weren't too harsh on anyone, right?
We tried to be nice because this is our first time doing the project roast, but in future.
Yes. And obviously, submissions are still open. They don't have to be 380 projects. This was just a class integration thing. If any of you have stuff you want us to look at, send it in.
We're trying. We got a few game submissions, but we want to collect more game submissions before we do a stream, so that we can do like a dedicated roasting your games.
Yep.
So
yeah, games, films, weird papers. I don't know. I'll read them.
papers, nerd. We're reading stream.
Yeah.
Okay, bro.
No, you
Sure.
play one of the games while I read the paper in the background. It's
I can play the what's it called, the infinite running game
infinite running.
that people put on when you get distracted. It's the YouTube brain rot.
Subway Surfer.
Yeah, Subway
That's-
Surfer.
Will we react to a video? If it is a student submitted project video.
Yes, 100%. Like short films.
Yeah, like 202, 344.
Even I at like I'm thinking like 100. Oh yeah, there's like the animated project in I at 100. Guys, just go nuts. It doesn't even have to be animated. It can be pictures. We reviewed pictures and words on this stream.
Yeah, just whatever you want us to take a look at and maybe compliment or maybe roast on stream. Send them in. The link is pinned in chat right now.
Subway Surfers come with an intermittent jingling of keys.
If necessary, I think we're preparing.
Looking for keys.
Where are the
If you
keys?
locked out. Chat Stream Tech has run out of the room. Keys ASMR.
Project made in Premiere Pro, but not for an SFU assignment. I think
Are you an SFU student?
I'm not sure what the rules are on that, but like I think we will let Minette Stream Tech answer that.
Yes, we'll let her answer that.
Yes.
In the meantime, next stream Friday.
Yes.
Hey, Friday.
Outer Wilds.
We are synchronized. That's the same brain cell of Outer Wilds.
Yes. I'm very much looking forward to going back to that. Will I beat the game in this sitting? We'll find out.
How many hours have you played it so far?
I
Not
have-
that many.
Not that many. I'm like, what? The first stream was like 5 hours, give or take. The second stream was 3, so I'm maybe 8 hours in. We'll see. Mystery. We will find out. Also, everyone watching and everyone planning to watch, no one tell me anything about the quantum moon. I want to figure that out myself.
Okay, fine. I won't spoil it for you, but I'm gonna have to leave if I have to watch you struggle for like an hour.
That's fine.
Okay. Anything else? I guess that's it for now.
Yeah.
That's all. Thank you guys so much for coming and watching us look at student projects together. I hope it was fun or maybe educational, at least a little bit.
Yeah.
But, so I got distracted by the change to stream end.
But anyway, Vivian, Susan, thank you.
Sussy Vivian in the chat. That's her username. Sussy. Thank you, Susan.
Thank you, everyone. Thank you so much for coming. We will see you in the next stream.
Good night.
Interns, you can all clock out now.
Bye.
You.
Cappudachi.
Bye.